And good morning, Star Wars fans. As always, I'm Dan Tartaglione, also known as DTartag1. Uh, Joining me today for this exciting OCS Finals, coming from the great state of Minnesota, is the bearded legend himself, not to be confused with Chris Schoenthal, Garrett Larson. How you doing today, Garrett?
I'm doing pretty good. So we had our first official cold day this morning. The wind chill is below zero, so it's a little chilly out there this morning. But I'm staying warm, hiding in the basement, ready to watch some super high level Star Wars. So looking forward to this matchup. Been thinking about it for a few days. You don't get much better than Justin Desai versus Timo in the
Yeah,
OCS on a on Black Friday for all our Americans. Everybody got to sleep in, or a lot of folks did, slept in, took some time off work. So yes, you'd like my webcam, Tommy? Thank you. I tried. That was an Amazon purchase I finally got working because it involves technology. So there's an amount of it that I'm just not capable of doing. So, but this is going to be an exciting matchup. So these guys had to submit the decks before they knew who they were playing. And the only thing I think I'd be a little surprised not to see is I do kind of expect Justin to be on walkers.
hmm
He's played it a few of the rounds. It's a deck that is in every game. Like, there's no matchup where you flip over walkers and you're like, oh boy, I really hope I don't face that light side. Like, there's light sides, obviously, that it's better or worse against, but you feel like you're in every game. And, we just saw in the top 4 round, Justin beat Hitko, which he is the chosen one, played by Drew. And I actually think chosen one's a generally advantaged against walkers. Like, I think that
yeah.
can beat walkers, and Justin beat it. And just walkers, if you lose a close game, which is important in match play.
So,
Like, if you lose a game by 5, it's fine. You just need to
yeah,
win the next game.
yeah, but I mean,
Like,
that's the thing. Like, you have to win the next game. Before we really get into talking about the decks, why don't we recap how both players got to this point, to the finals?
all right.
So let's start with our 7 seed, Timo Dusel. Timo, first of all, was the last player to actually pick their opponent in the first round, and he kind of got stuck with, I don't know if you want to say stuck with or what, but he kind of had to pick between Joe Olson, Matt Harrison Trainer, and then his current opponent, Justin Desai.
Yeah. Timo didn't have an easy run. Like, I
No.
mean, no one had an easy run. There were 16 amazing players in this. Like, everybody
Yeah.
who was here earned it. So yeah, because Timo beat Joe in round 1, didn't he?
So, yeah, Timo ended up beating Joe in the first round. In the top 8, he played against Gavin Ortland, who uh, Gavin
Beat
kind of
Tom.
upset Tom, yeah. And then for the semifinals, he played against the 3 seed, who was Sam Tashima.
Yeah. And that was a great looks like they got the table
Yep, Timo looks like he's ready. They're
fired up
itching.
here. So
So let's go ahead, get into it. And yeah, let's talk about. And then Justin, like we said, he got to play against his former teammate, Matt Harrison Trainer, uh, beat Chris Werfs, and then his last match was against Drew, as we just alluded to. But okay,
so
Walkers versus Y4OPs. So
so
you
I'm
hit the nail on the
expecting
head.
this will be bat 40.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, the thought process with walkers is I know Justin has played it a decent amount, so he knows how to play it well. But
Mm-hmm.
he's a good enough player. He can play almost anything, but there's still decks you're more comfortable with. And this is an event where you get to this point and you go, I just want to make sure I don't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
And like I said, walkers is a deck that is in every game, and even the games it loses, it doesn't lose big. We talked about
Mm-hmm.
some of the early matchups, like the Chris Werfs versus Justin Desai in the top 8. Chris Werfs came in with a I think a high risk, high reward deck with a set your course for Alderaan deck.
Yeah.
And it's a deck that, when it wins, it was going to win by 20 or 30.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And Brad
Chris,
Reinhold did really well with it, but it's just
yeah.
when it loses by 20 or 30.
Yeah, and Chris just got done playing that at the Indoor Grand Prix. He made a top 8 with it. But like you said, Justin has played Walkers for a while. I know he played it last year at this year at Worlds. I don't remember how it did for him, but
it was 4-0.
Oh, he went 4-0 with Walkers.
He went 4-0 with Walkers. His light side failed him, and he talked about it in other spots. So kind of, pretty standard start we see so far. Justin grabbed Rendili or Karita with.
No, it's Rendili.
Rendili. That's with You Can't Hide Forever mob points. And then Timo suspended it. Timo all wings for a card after Justin pulled the third marker, and Walker Garrison. And Timo pops Goldenrod because if this is similar to the deck Justin played at Worlds, he was running 3 Blizzard 4s in there along with the Emperor's Shuttle. So Goldenrod definitely could come into play here.
And then Justin has his something special planned for them, so he didn't have to pitch the mobilization point or the You Cannot Hide Forever in the mobilization points.
He might have been using, he probably also would have liked that for Endor Shield.
That's true.
There's 2 cards you're really content to grab with that, and with this deck, facing what he's facing with Timo busting out Bat 40, I think you need to grab the All Wings combo because you're going to need it up in space. And then you're going to need to grab the Escape Pod We're Doomed combo.
Well, there's that one. Then you have to be worried about, it could be worse. You have to worry about, because Timo is going with this Jedi Business start, you might want to grab the Are You Brain Dead? Because if Timo's running multiple copies of that, I mean, that card is so... It's like he has a second Hojix.
Yeah,
for his,
and it sends
his Jedi.
And it sends the dude back into reserve, which is so big just because it gives him that extra force, but it gives him the guy to keep coming back. There's a lot of cards you want to potentially grab. It depends on how aggressive Timo goes after Justin's sights. If Justin wants to grab Brain Dead or not. I think Timo's got to go aggressive because I don't think with Justin, he's going to be able to set up Decree, Imperial Decree. So the drain bonuses are going to be immaterial. And I don't know that Timo can win if Justin gets Decree set up.
I think
it'll be harder.
I think he can. If you think about it, Timo, once you get the epic event, the Restore Freedom, you lose the drain bonuses from your objective, your epic event, but you still have the retrieval. Your Justin's going to stack a card, and the other thing is Timo's. I believe he plays. I think he played against Sam, Kifix and Camino, which are just drain 2 sites anyways. So, and the Speak of the Devil, there's a Camino. Timo going down with Haven.
And we have Joker King saying Timo likes to play aggressive, which he definitely does.
I was going to say, Joker King should know about that from experience. He's one of the people to actually beat Timo in, I believe it was the OCS.
No, I expect Timo to go aggressive. I don't think he can win. He might be able to win this game if he just spreads and ignores Justin and says, fine, you're going to do a few damage a turn. I'm going to retrieve some of it with Luke. I'm going to retrieve some of it with the aggressive or with the objective. That makes for a long slog game.
I mean, I was expecting a long slog of a game anyways.
Yeah, but that would make it much longer.
Knowing what Timo was coming in with and what Justin might have been playing, I was expecting this to be a long, grindy game.
So Justin saved 4 force last turn. He didn't need to stop drawing there, so he hit something up, and he gives up a Verify searching for the docking bay.
So we'll see if there's any tricks or anything in his deck.
I'm wondering if he may have had a bunch of his space, and he's just going to try and come down right now, or if he's doing the same thing on ground and just going for he doesn't want to set up light. So like you come down, it's going to be Walker, Veers, second pilot, maybe even the Blizzard Scout 1. Like make it so Teemo can't come at you.
A lot of those. Like there's the Blizzard 4.
He plays 2 Scout 1s, or he had 2 Scout 1s in his world deck.
Okay.
So, because I played around with his world deck a decent amount because I really like walkers. It's a deck I enjoy playing. So.
Okay, so there's Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, coming out from the Blizzard 4. There's the Imperial Decree. Yeah, that's not necessarily the best card to see if you're Teemo, but at the same time, like right now, Justin only occupies the one Hoth location, so he's going to come down. He's going to have to come down with a second walker, a second character. The other thing is Justin runs a lot of the Phantom Menaces and Lord Maul with lightsaber.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
he's got the ability to mess with Jedi. Like, it's a deck that, it drops a bunch of power. It's got some high immunity. It's very, very capable of messing with. There's Blizzard Scout 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think counting on the fact that Teemo is unlikely to have a spy.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, from what the deck that Batmouse normally runs, you don't see a lot of spies.
Yeah, I think that's a safe because it'll protect the drain. So Teemo will try and restore freedom and stack that card on Yavin, but he's not getting anything else.
No, but I mean, it is going to cost 2 points of damage.
Yeah, no, it's you still make the drain and then you still retrieve one with Luke, like unless Justin pops out Coward,
and
which
he might.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, it looks like
I also wouldn't necessarily be shocked if he just said, "Well, Teemo's going to satisfy Coward, and I probably can't stop him."
Yeah,
most of the way. So instead of burning a shield, just in case Teemo does something, I don't think Bat 40. I don't think any version of Y4OPs has the ability to go with some sort of crazy shield bust stuff.
Oh, this is Teemo we're talking about.
But I don't hate and he's already got secret plans out.
Yeah.
So, and that might be there's Battle Order, which very solid play. Coward wouldn't be terrible.
I was going to say the only problem is they're both going to be paying to drain at this point.
Yeah.
Teemo is going to retrieve with Luke, so no Coward from Justin.
And Joker King makes a good point Tom makes a good point. He'd pull spin if Coward doesn't if Coward gets popped. But I think Justin's okay with that. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
You're going to have to fight through the spins anyways. He can go get him where he's got him. So you just plan for that and you figure you're going to grab spin. Yep. If you're going to plan to fight in space, you're going to grab spin.
Yep. Okay, so Teemo does pay to drain.
This is the docking bay from hand. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I was going to say he misses the epic event Destiny. He draws a 3, so no liberation of Yavin 4.
And here comes Red Squadron 4 with Hobby for
he missed the pull.
All right. That is the one thing this Jedi Business deck kind of has. It occasionally, it's such a combo deck. You have a lot of pieces you want to put together. And if those pieces miss, it can feel real bad.
And Teemo easily could have just searched with Camino. He could have searched with his objective there. So,
yeah.
I mean,
that might have been one of those where that was the only ship and pilot combo he could have used squadron assignments for.
True.
So he just said, we'll go with it. If it hits, great, because it costs him nothing to go to Yavin. Mm-hmm. And it would have verified that he had a saber for Mace.
And yeah, there's Mace, there's the saber. Mace going down to I believe that's the training center. Yeah, the training center is the 2-1, whereas the birthing center is the 2-0. So now Teemo occupies for Battle Order. He definitely occupies for Coward. So, but now on the flip though, Justin's going to have to, if he wants to drain here, he's going to have to pay 3. He is going to cause a point of damage. So, I mean, he's about to do.
And
again,
Justin's activating 16. Like, I would not be shocked if Justin pays 3 to drain 2. Like, I would say I think that's the play you want to make. You need to push damage through.
Yeah.
And Walker's is a weird deck because, like, it feels really force hungry at times. But then there's a lot of times where you end up, you've got all your stuff in play, and like all your stuff is expensive, but once your stuff is in play, you don't need to spend a ton of force.
No, exactly. And
there's
the
Emperor's Shuttle at Kifix.
Yeah.
So we saw the proton torpedoes. Are we going to face... Do we think Timo's got an X-Wing cannon in there as well?
100%. I know. I believe he played against, or he had one against Sam. But we did see that Justin drained.
Loaded the ship.
And Timo lost the Qui-Gon Jinn Serene Jedi off the top of his deck.
That's not a huge loss.
It isn't, because, I mean, like you said, he's occupying for battle order. He's about to drain for at least 3. But...
he's draining for 2, because Decree's still in effect.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, like, I don't love the Saber on Mace. I don't think it's terrible. I think it slows Justin down in terms of do I have to come attack? But I don't think think it was super impactful because you're not going to get that drain bonus.
True.
And I'm not sure Justin's necessarily going to go attack Mace there. Like, I think Justin...
With, you might see kind of like Maul come down just to try and take Timo off of battle order.
But Maul's going to do that whether Mace has a Saber or not. And... I don't think the Saber is super impactful there, and I think in a game that might end up being very close, it might have been worth just saving that force.
Yeah.
But I'm not positive. Like, I'm...
Timo does hit with the Restore Freedom to the Galaxy.
And Justin loses a Palpatine from hand, which makes sense. Like, you're not going to...
There goes a Sith Infiltrator.
Well, once Palpatine dies, he's dead.
Yeah.
So,
and
Justin
as
drains
Greg
for
pointed
1
out
here.
in the chat, Maul plus Phantom Menace means that Maul will live if there's no Saber there. So I think playing the Saber was the right call, but
it's. I can see it both ways. I think it's one of those where I think Justin can ignore that sight. Like, I think Timo's got to come after Justin right now. If Justin just ignores that sight and, keeps setting up the way he's setting up and is able to keep that shuttle alive for a little while, I don't think that sight matters for Timo. Like, I wish Mace would have gone to, like, the 4th marker instead.
Yeah. Now, this is interesting. So we know that Timo has I don't like sand out, so that's going to negate the plus from the... It's going to cancel one of the... it's going to negate... It negates the shuttle.
Cap him at 1.
Yeah. However, now we see Wedge and Ship.
Yeah, but Sand will say you're capped at 1, but it can't be canceled.
Yep.
Which is tough. But we do see, so Dillen had all of that dropped all of that. Or no, he used Squadron Assignment. So there's the organized attack. So he's fine with letting that Destiny go. And we see Justin grab Organized Attack, which I think makes sense.
I mean, the thing is, though, I think Timo only runs one of those. So, yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But, again, both of them now are immune to attrition. So, Timo's hoping to outpower Justin, and it looks like... I mean, he's up by 9.
Oh, he's going to outpower Justin.
Yeah.
I think what you'll see here is probably Justin... If Justin's got another Palpatine, I think you're going to see him lose Palpatine.
And he had a Palpatine in his hand that he just threw away with to the drain at Yavin.
Which... kind of tells me he might have had all 3 in his hand. Like, the Worlds list I saw ran 3. And we see Timo spins for a 6.
And now Justin has that question, do I grab it here? He does not.
He doesn't, so he might just be saying, I'm not going to plan to battle much in space, I'm just trying to stay alive. Yeah. Because that's the other side of it. Like, all he has to do is keep the shuttle alive.
Yeah.
So he can stack, forfeit fodder on it next turn.
He draws
a
3.
Say, I'm just going to move away.
So he's down by 14. I was going to say he's down by 17.
which
Or
is
no,
fine. That's
14.
He's down by 14, which is Palpatine
Math.
and Tarkin.
Yeah.
It allows him to keep the shuttle alive. So next turn, he's got 10 cards in hand. It's throw a pilot on there for forfeit fodder and fly it the heck away from Kifix.
But the other thing is, like, Teemo could spread.
Yeah.
And I want to say, so the shuttle only has hyperspeed of 5 or 3, so you can't get to Camino.
No, you're just going to flip between Rendley and Kifix.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Teemo goes to Rendley here, that's not good for Justin.
Well, so if Teemo just leaves one of them in front of the shuttle, I expect Justin puts as many characters as he can on there and tries to blow out whoever's there.
Yeah.
Like Justin has 10 cards in hand. He's got enough to potentially do something.
So Teemo flies from Yavin to Camino. The only thing about that is he leaves the Haven. Like if Justin moves over.
So did he use Walkland to pull Haven?
No, he did
Okay,
not.
so that might be trying to trap Justin.
Yeah.
Because I could absolutely see, like, all right, so Justin moves over to cancel Haven. Teemo says, great, I'll pay 3 to go grab Walkling, or with Walkling to go grab Haven. Drop any random thing there, drop Haven, and thump. And Teemo's drawing a bunch of cards. Like, Teemo's getting a bunch of cards back in hand.
Okay, he's going to play out of commission. Uh-oh.
That could be obnoxious. He got slip sliding away. So Justin's a lot less concerned now.
Yeah,
although he did shuffle the Palpatine onto the top.
Which is funny. I mean,
that might be a big deal. Like, if Justin's got no escape, you just made Justin's day.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's do this.
And the thing is, Teemo's not even flipped yet, so he can't retrieve at the end of his turn. I like it. He had to make that play because you just can't sit there and take a drain of 2.
Yeah, no, I think Teemo made 100% the right play. And I think Teemo could have spread. Like, I wouldn't have necessarily hated Teemo. But at the same time, like, if you just leave one ship at Kifix, you are taking a little bit of a risk.
Yeah.
And you don't want to just completely leave Kifix. So I think the moving away from Yavin he's trying to trap Justin. I think it's a smart play.
I can see it.
And I think it's that's the big brain play. Like, oh, I'm going to let him think he can go cancel this, then I'm going to get it back and a thump. So, but he does only have 7 cards in hand, so he may not really... Like, I'm not sure how much else he can thump here.
Ooh.
Oh! Dark time to cancel. It could be worse. I like that play.
Yeah. Teemo,
I like how both of us went, ooh, at the same point.
Yeah. So it could be worse goes to the lost pile.
Yeah, and Justin
still has to lose
may have... Joker King makes a good point in chat.
I was going to point that out.
Justin may have really preferred to have the Tarkin, but Palpatine is a good second prize. Like, he's probably running 3 Palpatines and 2...
And
okay, so he doesn't know escape. He did have another Palpatine in hand, so we did call that appropriately.
Tarkin's bounty on Palpatine.
Yeah, and someone asked if the Kifix drain, the Camino drain was worth losing Haven, and yeah, I think that was we've kind of been discussing that I think...
And now
I think leaving Haven was a trap.
Yeah.
I think
Justin's
that's 100%
going for like
a trap.
a Tarkin here.
I'd expect so. Or possibly like a Thrawn.
I was going to say Mithron
Justin's
Renudo.
going for something. I don't know if he's running Mithron Renudo or if he's running Grand Admiral Thrawn B.
Yeah.
He's going for another pilot, but then I think he's running away. I think he's running to Rendley.
It really depends. He's got a 7-card hand. If he gets Thrawn and has it in command, he gets 3 Destiny.
Except he's got to fight through. He's got to fight another turn through sand, which I don't.
And I think you're okay with that.
You're down a bunch in power, though.
Yeah.
Like you'd almost have. I'd want to see 2 to 3 guys come down there just to have somebody you can forfeit.
Yeah.
To cover what you're going to lose. Like, because you're down a chunk.
True.
And, like, yeah, you put Thrawn up there, you put, random,
But if
some
you can
other
get
dude.
rid of Wedge and Hobby, that's so
Oh, agreed.
good.
If you can take some of Dillen's space out of there, that's good, because this is a deck. Bat 40 is a deck that can be a little bit fragile. If you can get ahead of it and you can break those combos and break those things up, you have the ability to really crush it.
Yeah. And Joker King, I do agree he might have the extra organized deck, but at the same time, you got to remember this Bat 40 deck, it's very, very, very tight. So trying to find another slot for a second organized attack, not necessarily the easiest thing. I mean,
and we see Justin drop Blizzard 2 at the 4th marker, which I think screams, I'm running away with Palpatine's shuttle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and if you're Teemo, you're okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I can't. Well, the Yavin play, we were kind of discussing. I think it was a much more aggressive play than it seems like. I think on its face, you kind of look at it and go like, why would you let Haven get canceled? Like, Haven's a really important card, but because Teemo knows he can just go fetch it right away with Walkling, it becomes a dangerous thing for Justin. And Justin, you see, does not take the bait. He just moves to Rendili and says, all right.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, he's not trying to own space. He's just trying to stay alive in space.
Yes.
Like, all he wants to do is just not have to pay for drains and keep that damage going.
Yeah.
So
and we see Teemo setting. So right now on Teemo's next turn, he's about to do at least 5 damage. Now again, I said at least because he has the 2 possible.
He will probably do 6, if not 7.
Yeah.
Like, I would expect, based on the average destiny in the deck, the way it works, he'll probably restore Kifix, because he only needs to draw 4 there.
Yeah.
Kamino's a little bit harder. So, yeah, the Batmouse deck does definitely kind of hit it's a lot of combos that when you hit are really crushing. But if you just miss everything, it can be painful sometimes.
And like you said, Carl, this Bat 40 deck does rely on a lot of the legendary Batmouse luck. Like, Batmouse, there's a reason why people say only Batmouse can play a Batmouse deck. Teemo's or Justin's about to do, I think, 4 points of damage. Like,
he's about to do 5, but Joker King says he's netting 3 because we'll see a Luke retrieval and then we'll see the objective retrieval.
Yeah.
So he's netting 3, while Teemo is going to net minimum 5 a turn.
Oh, there's the
imbalance.
Yep, Teemo.
And Teemo grabs that right away, which I think is good.
Yeah, I think that's the card.
You are relying on retrieval with this deck.
And I think you lose the 6 that you just retrieved. I mean, you know what it is.
Yeah. No, he loses.
That one kind of stinks. But, I mean, he did.
That was the one he paid to grab. I think he meant to lose the 6.
Oh, that was,
And that's the one he paid to grab. That was a mistake, especially losing one of his ships.
Yeah. And
after he retrieved Luke.
So he does the drain at Kamino first, gets a 4, misses on that one. That would have hit at Kifix.
Yep.
So what I'm noticing is Teemo does not have the Batmouse luck today.
He's struggling a bit, but he's still not in a bad position.
No, he's in a good position. All I'm saying is this is not Batmouse luck.
Yeah.
This is not Batmouse luck.
Yeah, this is
so he does.
This is not the way he wants this game to go.
No.
5 damage there was the worst possible for him, and I did not expect it to be only 5.
Yeah, I think 90% of the people watching this game did not expect to see that. Justin loses another Emperor shuttle from his hand and force push. What are your thoughts on losing?
I think the other Emperor shuttle is perfect because if he loses the Emperor's shuttle, if he loses space, I don't think he can go back to it.
True.
Especially as he's on his third Emperor with no good way to get one back.
Yeah. I mean, the one is buried, the one's on the ship, and then the one is at Yavin.
He's got 2 lost. Or yeah, the one's at Yavin 4, the one's buried. Like, he doesn't have
an
an
easy way to go. He could get the one at Yavin 4 back, because if he drains at Yavin 4, that liberates the system. That would also flip Teemo back.
He's not draining at Yavin 4.
I'm just saying. I said if
he moves to Yavin and he cancels Haven, Teemo's going to go pull it, and then he's going to, if nothing else, he's just going to do like Han chewing the Falcon, put down Haven, battle, Destiny to power, multiple battle destinies. There's Princess Leia, who adds a destiny against Vader.
Yeah, I like this.
Although she also runs the risk of just Daddy choking her out. Like,
yeah,
Vader can choke from inside that walker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Justin's not draining at all in space. Joker King, Justin's the entire point of space is just to stay alive enough.
Oh no, she's not going to.
I expect Dillen. Yeah, I was gonna say I expect
free
Dillen's
ride combo as he does cancel the react.
Cancel for the react.
So
there's no way he walked into that without planning an answer.
You gotta think he's also got the Gick.
Well, he's got the Hujix on sand if he wanted to grab it, but that'd be a terrible.
Yeah. Okay, there's the. Let's see, choke.
Unless he knows what those destiny are and knows they're high enough to get what he needs.
That's a good point. That is a good point. I mean,
so like Justin, if he draws less than a 9, Justin just loses Vader and says okay. Like just losing Vader. Vader's not super impactful this game. Yeah. Because most of the characters Teemo's going to want to drop are effectively immune to Vader. You know, you drop a bunch of ability 7 guys, Vader ain't choking nobody.
Yep. Draws a 5 for his first destiny after the missile with the choke.
Yep.
And draws another 5, so he knew what it was.
He knew he had enough to kill both walkers, or kill the walker, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But I expect Justin's probably got another Blizzard 4. This really is just, it's going to save him a drain of 2 and a ping of 1.
Yeah.
And all it costs him is 1 card. Like, he traded 1 card for 3. That's, that's an efficient play, and I'm a big fan of that.
And he still has the Hojix on his sand. So.
Yeah.
So Leia,
that ended up being a perfect
Leia's
play.
Immune.
You do not leave Leia there alone.
You have to.
No, you can forfeit her for immunity. You can ignore immunity.
Oh, that's true.
I would not leave Leia there. Okay.
So, I mean, he's got the Hojix on sand.
Yeah, he can always go fetch it, I guess.
Yeah. And he's got 13 cards in his force pile.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible.
I don't like it simply because I think you want to save that sand for a space battle.
Yeah, I know.
And, like if he just moves Luke to Rendley.
But now, I like him spreading out here.
Yeah, and I think you move Wedge to Yavin. I don't know, I guess you can keep Wedge at Kivix just to get the
it's a drain of 2, yeah. Like, he's setting himself
he's
up
retrieving
nicely.
With his objective here. Does he get back Gray Squadron 1? Puts an all-wings combo out of play.
Yeah, so he gets the Gray Squadron 1 back.
Yeah, that'd be... Yep. So... Yeah, I don't love...
There's an all-wings combo. Let's see what he's going to hit. Endor Shield.
Endor Shield, yeah. He's not...
Now, the only bad thing about this out of commission that he's using, just like that he's played twice now, is that takes cards out of Justin's lost pile. So,
but
I know what you're saying. I'm just like, we've seen games come down to lost piles. Just ask Ryan Saracen.
Yeah, no, it can happen. If he had hit Palpatine.
Not even that.
Like, he'd hit
Palpatine would have been big. Tarkin would have been big.
Blizzard 4 would have been
huge.
Like, I think the risk reward on that, I think if this comes down to lost piles, it hurt me, is way less impactful than if this hits, it's buy a Powerball ticket time
Yeah.
because it's a massive hit. And Joker King points out that, every time Timo retrieves with his objective, he's taking
I
a
know.
card out of his lost
I
pile
know.
as well. So, like, this is a good
yeah.
deck.
Yeah.
This is the deck you can be like, all right, fine, I'll take cards out of your lost pile because I'm taking them out of mine, too.
Yeah. And we just see that he pulls 3PO with Where Are You Looking For Me? 3PO is going to be really important this game.
Maybe. I mean, he's already
cycling
kind of set
cards to try and get like where you what chance do we have, or again, I mean, if he can get like It Could Be Worse back, stuff like that, because we already know that A Dark Time for the Rebellion and Tarkin's orders is in the lost pile.
Yeah.
So, and he's going to want to attempt to retrieve the It Could Be Worse for that.
So, Justin went for a trample and missed. I think he was kind of hoping, if he had a trample, just stomp on Leia and call it good.
Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily wants to battle Leia. I mean, he might have to, but
yeah.
Like I said, my concern for Timo is if Justin's got like Tarkin, and then
he loses Mace.
Blizzard 4. Mace is never dying over there.
He might.
He's
say
got
never.
a blast,
Don't say
he's got
never.
a blaster deflection, and
he's
Maul
got. I know he's got the. Are you brain dead?
Yeah,
Mace
he's got a
swings
brain dead. I'm not
twice
worried
against
about.
like Maul is the only answer I see against Mace.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, Mace may just end up getting ignored. Like I said, Mace
I don't know.
is a drain
Justin
of 1.
just saved 5 force.
Yeah.
It's like he's definitely doing something with the 5 force in his reserve deck. It's just not sitting there.
I think he's battling in space, and I think he's battling Leia, and I think
he's gonna battle in space.
I think if he's got another Tarkin, you do.
I don't think you do because Timo saves 4 cards. So
here's the thing: you battle
me,
Leia first, and you force him to pull that card off sand. You force him to pull that Hujix, and now you can't sand in space.
Okay, there's Image of the Dark Lord. So
Which
yes,
is a
now
whole
he's
nother.
Maul's,
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore Mace.
Ignore Mace. That's fine. The reason I'm saying you don't want to battle in space, Timo saves 4. He's
rapid fire for the
rapid
gun.
fire for the gun, and unless he's got the comm scan.
So, but Justin has comm scan in the deck.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And again, like Justin has to right now. The math is in Timo's favor a little bit.
But this tells me right now that we're going to, like you said, he's going to battle against Leia.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah, you battle Leia first because you force the card off sand, or you're trying to force the card off sand.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can battle in space and say, all right, well, I'm going to draw 3.
Well, he's only drawing 1 right now.
Well, he's not battling if he doesn't put another guy with Palpatine. And actually, he probably isn't drawing 3 up there because with Kylo, if you're swinging at Leia, then you're moving away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Justin, I think, absolutely is sitting on a comm scan. And there's the Lord Maul because we're not worried about Mace.
So this tells me he really wants to hit Leia.
I mean, he wants to force that last card off sand.
Yeah, and that's
it's
what I know.
less about hitting. It's more about enough power to force that last card off sand. So if he wants to battle in space, he can do something. Because
it also might be he knows what his destiny is, so this gives him a second chance.
Yeah. On the off chance you see like a handle or a dodge, because you can't blast it. Leia doesn't blast her deflection, so you could definitely see a dodge.
Yeah.
Now the question is, if he's got a dodge, does he just, instead of canceling the weapon destiny, does he just dodge Leia over to the 4th marker?
Yeah, and then just moves her around.
Yeah, because especially doing that, then you force Justin to move somebody to the 5th marker just to get Decree back in effect.
Yeah.
So.
All wings to take a ship. He pulls Gray Squadron 1. Which... it's good.
What do you mean, Joker King? Do you mean moving Mace to the 2-0? That'd be...
Moving, dropping a guy in front of Mace and then moving
them
over
to the 2-0?
Yeah.
I don't hate that, but I think you need to own Hoth first.
Yeah. Okay, so
Kylo swinging
swings
first with Kylo.
Draws a 4. Becomes a 5. So, yeah, that's going to hit Leia. And then he's going to cause a point of damage with Kylo's Saber.
Yep.
There's the...
There's
another Dark Time.
Well, Dark Time isn't it used to cancel?
No, but he lost one.
Yeah, it's a used.
He lost one.
Oh, okay. As I say, he cancels. It could be worse, and it's a used. So
yeah,
that's a good anti. He is the chosen one card because it's generally good to add a couple power.
Yeah.
To your fights, which is good. So there we see the last card pulled off Sand,
and he loses Han chewing the Falcon.
Did he lose from reserve?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 8 cards in hand. He's got another.
Well, he's got the Gray Squadron
Falcon.
1 in his hand.
Is it in his hand? I thought he retrieved it into deck.
He retrieved it and then played All Wings combo to pull it.
Oh, okay. I missed the All Wings there. And now now he popped Walkling to get back on Chewing the Falcon.
And you know what's funny?
Now I think Justin moves to Yavin.
No, I don't think you do. Well, you have to, but he has 3PO, plays it, gets it back. He knows where the Han chewing the Falcon is. The only problem is the next card. He's only going to have one card underneath of it, and that's the Destiny to Power.
Yeah, so he's not necessarily going after it this turn. I think you have to move to Yavin anyways, but that'll cancel the Haven. There was the no escape. I think Justin was hoping he would draw. So,
but yeah, canceling the Haven's fine. I mean, he can get that with 3PO. Can get the Han chewing the Falcon with 3PO.
But he can only get one or the other.
Yeah, and that's fine. With the Gray Squadron 1, I mean, that's still 2 Destiny against the Emperor. That's a lot of power.
Yeah. So we see Leia go away, and the Hoojiks get played, obviously.
And he doesn't draw Destiny. I like that play.
Yeah, it locks those guys there. But, like...
I mean, it's a drain of 2 that, I mean, Teemo's not shield broken because he played Hear Me Baby Hold Together to get one of his shields. Yep. So he can play Ultimatum.
Yeah.
There's the Emperor Shuttle moving over. He does cancel the Haven, goes to the used pile.
I don't hate the not drawing there. I don't think Justin was going to come after Mace with either of those guys. So those 2 guys just sitting there is like, fine, you've got the 3rd marker. Like, that to me also says, Teemo, I think, says, okay, I'm probably not going back to Hoth.
And I like Justin moving Maul over.
Yep, to make it drains of 2 at each instead of Ultimatum capping him. So.
And he doesn't have to worry about upkeep because Blizzard 4 is not on the table. Okay, and if anybody is interested in, again, if you're interested in playing in the OCS, signups will commence here probably starting after the new year, with the OCS starting off next year in February. So make sure everybody looks out for that.
For sure, the OCS is starting. I think the Jawa Brawl.
That's just right around the corner.
Like starting up pretty soon. If you
signups are you playing in it?
I am signed up for it. I signed up the same day I signed up for the BB-8 bout, and we're not going to talk about how I did.
I want to hear how you did.
No, we don't. We don't want to talk about that at all. It was someone else who played in the BB-8 brawl, and used my name. It was embarrassing.
I mean, I heard that Chris Kelly did well, so
Chris Kelly did very well,
and I also heard that Tom won it.
Tom did win it. So we do have a final box tournament coming up too next in December. The Hera's Hijinks, I think it is, for the Hera box. Yeah, it's Hera.
I know it's the Hera box.
Yeah.
Chris Kelly was undefeated in fun. I mean, that's fair. Chris Kelly is a fun guy. Not to be confused with a fungus.
I think I just heard you call Chris Kelly a mushroom, and I'm okay with that.
Hera's Hyper Heist. I will be the TD for that, so make sure everybody participates. It's going to be fun. Teemo does retrieve the Hoojiks. There's Kinkian in the Gray Squadron 1.
So he left the 3-4. So did he go? Did he grab? Or he didn't grab anything
There's
with 3PO
3PO
yet.
on the ship.
3PO, which is not a bad spot.
No, I mean, one, it's
And
extra
3PO
forfeit.
goes and grabs Haven.
Yeah, there's extra forfeit on top of that.
Yep.
No bolt.
Yeah. Of course, if he drops Haven now, unless he's got another ship there, there's the other Han chewing the Falcon. Okay. Or did he grab? No, he grabbed that with 3PO.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun. Like, he's going to have a lot of power.
Yeah, this could be a little rough. There's the rapid fire.
There's the rapid fire. So I don't know if Timo was bluffing it or what, but that's kind of important. Draws a 5 for Battle Destiny, so
5.
21.
To 2 plus Destiny. This could be.
And he's going to add 1, so 22.
Just because.
Yeah, why not? I mean, and it puts a card back.
Yeah, and it forces, if Justin doesn't have the GIC, this could be.
Well, no, I mean, it's going to take.
He's got
take Justin out of
14
space.
and forfeit. Yeah, it takes Justin completely out of space.
Yeah,
and that's painful.
And I believe that's just 3PO there.
No, 3PO only forfeits for 3.
Yeah, I think you
lose. That might actually be Han Chewie in the Falcon.
Mm-mm. No, you lose to King Kian.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be the other. He forfeits for 4.
Yeah, he forfeits for 4, and you're not getting the force ring bonuses.
Yeah.
And we do.
Yep, Justin does give up space.
Yeah.
That's painful. I think what we'll see here. Yep, Justin does have the GIC, which is nice, but it's
it's a kind of a like, yay, you saved yourself 1 force.
Yeah, at this point, Justin just needs to cause as much damage as he can and
take it and go to the next game. Yeah.
Yeah, head to game 2. You know, he's going to lose. Gosh, he might be down 15 or so. That was a little rough. That definitely did not go the way Justin was hoping there. And he gets back.
He gets
back Kin Kian.
Why not?
Just for spite.
Justin plays the Imperial Command. Timo will not grab it as he's got Imbalance Combo stuck on there.
I think Justin did not see those commands for a long time, and that was frustrating. That had to be kind of frustrating for him as well. Like, he was not... Because Veers is still in his deck. Like, he never got Veers out. He didn't get Endor Shield out. He didn't get commands to get his admirals. Like, that turn, leaving Palpatine alone in the shuttle felt real bad. You see, Timo just went and grabbed the Lando. Or no, he grabbed whatever he retrieved. He grabbed Kin Kian. And yep, Justin just playing smart. Like, all right, I'm going to force drains through and hope.
Loses a Jedi Lightsaber from hand. Not a bad card to lose.
Yeah, that's
and
a
he
solid.
loses Kin Kian.
Also, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Point, I mean, it's cute. Yeah, and I think you're right. Justin's just doing as much damage as he can at this point. He's doing 5 points of damage this turn. Timo's going to retrieve 2 of it.
Yeah.
So, and I think if you're Timo, you're just going to want to get as many cards back into your life force as you can.
Yeah.
And move on.
Like, I think we'll see Justin potentially drop another walker here if he's got one, just to pump up that damage by 1. Like, that's, I think, the only thing is, though,
he might not want to, because Timo's can do a lot of damage. I mean, you're looking at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 possible damage.
Yeah, but
I mean, that leaves him with 11 cards total.
Yeah, the only card, if I'm Justin, the only card I'm playing would be a walker.
Yeah,
and that's
the other. So 12 damage. No, it's 9. Erica coming down to the
I-
Yavin 4 War Room. That's a good play. So instead of the Walker doing an extra point of damage, Erica might be doing 2 points of damage.
Yeah, but he's got to pay for Erica.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's got to pay for Erica's drain, which
Yeah, and she doesn't.
He'll have enough to pay. She won't be retrieving because she's got to be at battleground.
Yeah,
Like I think he'll have enough to pay for one drain with Erica.
maybe.
So it's 2, 4,
and as Batmouth
6.
points out, if he's got like any character, Qui-Gon, if he's got Rey here, that's like the best card for him.
I mean, Qui-Gon's.
No, the reason I'm saying Rey, you hit Erica, retrieve another force.
Oh yeah, Rey with lightsaber. Yeah, if he's got
Batmouse doesn't
Rey
play
with
regular
saber.
Rey. Batmouse is a beyond regular Rey.
Yeah, it's. I know. Gosh, I mean, Justin could end up losing this by 15 plus. It looks like Dillen activated, and then might be asking for a revert to activate one less. Did I miss?
Sorry.
Let me see the command for Grand Admiral Thrawn. So that's. I mean, the command is kind of immaterial right now. And Timo requests the revert. Like,
and Justin gives it.
Yeah, they both knew what was happening there.
Both of these guys are, at this point, like, both of them are playing.
They're playing,
both classy guys.
Yeah, neither of them are the guys you'd be like unhappy to face. So,
I would, because I know
Timo
I'm going to lose.
Leaves, wow, that's a separate conversation. Timo leaves 4 in reserve, which could be a trying to liberate.
Well, I mean, he's also got the 3.
Yeah, I think he's
the 4
trying to liberate and leaving that last one as a battle destiny against Erica with
'cause...
Qui-Gon or anyone.
Oh yeah,
Yavin's already liberated. He can't liberate Yavin again.
Why not?
I mean, it could be super liberated, but I don't think that's going to happen. We see Blizzard 1 and Lord Maul go from hand. Drina 1 at Rendalee, and we'll try and restore.
1.
And there's another fail to restore.
So Timo has failed, what, 3 times this game?
Yeah, Timo is not...
Timo is not Batmouse.
Timo is not...
And he loses a comp scan detection.
He's got to lose from hand. You've got to keep enough force to pay for your 3 drains. And what is... Timo's probably not going to drop... like Jin at this point. Like that's really the only person Comscan would be an issue with. Like you're not in space, you don't care about the shot.
Well, is the Falcon there alone? Because there's no ability there.
3PO is a character. Falcon's not alone.
Okay.
And we see another Comscan go from hand.
It's playing 2 Comscans.
No, it's Falcon is not alone, and we see the retrieve one with Luke. Yeah. So Dylan's got 2 cards in hand. If one of them is a character, I think he goes after Erica.
Oh, 100%.
And I think he's just checking what his destiny is.
Because the thing is, like, she has immunity.
Yeah, it's less than 4, and he's got a bunch of 5s.
But
like, I would expect...
the other thing is, okay, Yoda, I like that one.
Force Master Yoda, especially as there's only 2 Jedi on table right now, so Yoda's a 6 power.
Yeah. And the other thing is,
Yoda there.
Not necessarily. You don't really necessarily care about killing her.
You just don't want to lose force to the battle.
Yeah.
Like you care about killing her in the sense of you need to draw high enough that you don't lose force from the battle. So there's the 5. So he is killing her. Probably just there's no reason to lose Yoda there. You just let Yoda sit and.
Well, I mean, you can transport Yoda to Mesa's site.
Yeah, like it's...
Yeah, but...
There's no reason to do that. You let Yoda sit there just in case Justin gets spicy and tries to throw down a second like Erica or something.
Yeah, because, he can't play Alice.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there goes Erica. Now, again, Justin's probably going to be doing 6 points of damage. Or no, 5, sorry.
5 points of damage.
Math is hard.
Oh, he is
He's
gonna
gonna move Yoda.
relocate Yoda. I don't love that play. Like, I don't think it matters, but I don't think it wouldn't have hurt to leave Yoda there.
I mean, if Justin pays to drain, I mean, he's only gonna have 4.
There's no one left in Justin's deck that goes after Mace and causes
No.
any harm. And
I
Timo
mean,
can pay for the drains if he has to.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it's a... You know, I don't think it matters. Yeah, I guess no escape's still in the deck, but, like, if you leave Yoda there...
It blocks that drain.
What does he... Yeah, what does he do? Does he come down with... you know... I don't know.
That's another thing. I mean, at this point, I don't think Justin is thinking about going to Yavin 4.
No.
I don't like that Timo drew. Well, doesn't matter.
I don't mind that Timo drew. If he's going to lose him for damage anyways.
Yep.
So I'm fine with Timo drawing to see, you know, because he may have he may have hit the escape pod.
Might have hit the escape pod. He's going to put some cards back as we just see him do that. Oh, Justin grabs the Hear Me Baby Hold Together. Smart.
Yep, takes the card out of...
Yeah.
If he's got the escape pod, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yes.
Like, he'll stop at this turn and...
Or, as Batman said, he did lose an It Could Be Worse to Dark Time for the Rebellion and Tarkin's Orders earlier in the game.
My guess is he's only running one of those.
Yeah.
So... And honestly, even if he had something like What Chance Do We Have, which he's currently satisfying, like, there's no need to put it down because Justin's only doing 1 ping anyways.
Yep.
So, and yeah, Timo's just stacking 5s back there.
Hits the Coruscant docking back. 3 out of commission combos played. Didn't get a single good thing.
Yeah, Timo, honestly, like, Timo's won this game in spite of his destiny. He has not really drawn. He has not had good luck with drawing destiny.
No, he has not. And, he's the anti-Batmouse.
Yeah.
Batmouse wins on luck and destiny and skill, Batmouse. There goes the Rebel Artillery, Jedi Levitation.
King, yes. From reserve. So Timo's keeping 1 card in hand. I still maintain that a cute little limited resources would be a fun add, especially in a Walker's deck where you kind of get grindy at the end and your opponent sometimes just like, all right, well, I know I'm not playing this, and goes down to low cards in hand and you just go, all right, thing.
Yeah. Make sure you guys stay tuned in between our halftime because we have an exciting halftime announcement. Garrett, you might want to tune into Twitch if you can.
I have Twitch.
Then you're fine.
Hold up. I pull up Twitch so I can see the chat and see what we've got. So.
Oh, believe me, this is going to be a nice little announcement. You're going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. Batmouse might enjoy it.
Batmouse enjoys everything. Batmouse is the happiest guy in Star Wars, except for maybe Mike Kessling. Like, the two of them are just the happiest guys around. So.
Yeah.
Dillen activates, leaves those 4 destiny, 3 of which are 5s.
So he should be liberating.
So he's liberating to cause a few more damage.
Well, here's the problem, though. I think if you're Timo, you leave Justin with 1 force just so you can retrieve 1. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter.
He can't kill him no matter what. It's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could theoretically hit him for 9.
Yeah.
But I think Justin... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if Justin starts peeling, you can always just choose not to.
Well, he lost.
Actually, it'd be 12 total if he hits on all of the.
If he does, yeah.
Well, he's hitting on 3 of the 4. He's hitting on. This is the only one we don't know because this is the force he used to play that out of commission.
Yeah.
And he's grabbing it with 3PO, so he's not even worried about it. Like, he knows he's going to hit 5s on the other 2 because it was the Hear Me Baby and the All Wings.
No, it's grabbed.
Oh, you're right. He grabbed the...
Yeah. There's an all wings, so that one does
There was
hit.
the all wings combo.
Yeah.
Because you're right, he grabbed the Hear Me Baby.
Yeah.
So then that might be a card he 3PO'd down as well. So I think Justin's going to end. I think Justin might just, if he, Teemo's not going to quite kill him. I think you see Justin activate ping for 1 and draw up.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
and the thing is, he's got the one card in his hand.
With 3
He liberated all 4 systems.
Yeah.
This game. That's impressive. I don't even think Batmouse has done that.
Yeah, liberating 4 systems is impressive no matter what. Like, that's all his space is on table right now.
Yeah.
So,
and then during the second game, we'll also do a trivia giveaway. You know what? Let's do one right now. What was the first event that Batmouse played Bat 40 at? Batmouse, you cannot answer this. Well, actually, Batmouse, I want you to provide the answer.
as I say, I think it might have been Worlds because I know we talked about it at Nationals, but I don't think he played it at Nationals.
It was Worlds.
Yeah, it was. So we talked about it for day 2 at Nationals.
Yeah.
When he made that top 8, but we didn't.
He played Yavin 4. Or Yoda.
He played regular. Yeah.
So, Carl, you are the winner. You'll get yourself a GEMP AI pack.
Congratulations, Carl.
Justin saves himself 4 force in total.
Yeah. So I think we'll see
3 points of damage through.
Yeah, he'll ping for 1, he'll drain for 2. And then Teemo will probably drain him down to 2 and then retrieve a card.
Yep.
Well, there's no real value because if you drain him down to 2 and retrieve a card, then he pings you for 1.
Well, you retrieve with Luke. So you still get.
Yeah, you retrieve with Luke and then ping him. So Justin pitches something special to get a ship back. I don't love that play because it gives Teemo a card back too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in a differential game,
the thing is that Teemo's going to be at 16.
Yeah, but in a differential game, there's no benefit there to giving Teemo that
17.
card back. You don't have enough force to survive another turn.
Yeah.
To get more damage through, like that was just a.
Yep, there goes Qui-Gon Serene Jedi. To the ping. Justin does drain at the 3rd marker.
For 2, like.
Loses Haven and Organized Attack.
Yeah, he just peels off reserve.
Yeah.
Teemo's going to end up winning by
17.
17.
Nope. Ozzel.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to move
just
Ozzel
says,
over.
No, Justin just says Blaze of Glory. Stops any more retrieval.
Yeah, smart.
That's why he needed to retrieve that 1, he needed to be able to start the battle.
Smart.
So, yeah, it stops.
So he'll win by 16.
Yeah.
Which
16
you said 15, so.
Yeah, I was bad at math. I meant 17. So Justin's going to be down 16. Teemo will be up 16. And Teemo's going to have 14 in loss.
14
That's
to
going to be
34.
36, I
36,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough. You don't want to get into a Lost Pal battle. That's not going to.
No.
Not going to work well.
Plus 16. 14 in his Lost Pile. That's.
Yeah.
That's a Bat 40.
That's Bat 40. So it looks like Justin and Teemo are both saying they're ready to go. So
okay, you want to ping them really quick? That
yeah.
we have one announcement really quick?
Yeah, give me just a second to ping. Here, I just pinged.
They already started. So,
did they? All right. Well.
Yeah, but we'll get into it in a second. While we have a second, our really quick announcement. Jared has allowed me to spoil the first OCS card that's going to be released in February. So if you're playing in the OCS, get your 8 games in. You'll get one of these. 12, you'll get 2. This one's really cool. What do you think it is? Give me a guess, Garrett. One guess. It's a character. Dark side.
Character? Dark side character?
Original trilogy.
Oh, goodness. So it's not Vader. We've already done Vader, Emperor's Enforcer.
Yep.
Like we've already done Luke.
I said dark side, though.
Yeah, oh, you did say dark side. All right, I thought, okay. Can't do Palpatine. Maybe a Boba Fett?
That's a good guess, but no. I liked your first instinct. We're going to get a new Vader.
Oh, instead of 2-player?
It is the 2-player AI Vader.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
The border needs to be...
No, the border's perfect. Leave it as it is.
No, that's...
you leave it as it is.
That's a Ryan Serson border, but...
You know what? I'm going to post it, and you know what? We're going to have it up just because.
Oh, that's hot. That looks amazing. So... Well, while you've got that, and you do your thing, so we got Timo on Thrawn, and Justin is on Obi communing, so I was half right.
1 point for Dan.
Yeah, we talked before this started. I said I thought Justin was going to be on Walkers, and I thought Justin might be on Hitco. He is the chosen one. He's played that a few times.
Yep.
Obi Muning's so good.
It is. It is the
Obi
best dark or light side
against
deck
Thrawn
right now. What?
Like, Timo's not.
Timo's played this match though.
But normally when you're in match play, a win by 16 and you're feeling kind of comfortable, I would not be feeling comfortable right now if I was Timo. This is definitely not, Timo can definitely end up losing this game by more than 16 if Justin gets a little bit lucky. And yeah, that Vader is just staring at me now. That is beautiful, beautiful card.
So thank you to Jared for allowing me to spoil that.
Thank you to our entire graphics design, everybody involved. You guys do.
Like, could you imagine getting one of those foil? Like this card is going to rival like Emperor's Enforcer is one of the nicest. I still am like partial to say that Dark Lord of the Sith is the best.
Yeah, so, I mean, Dark Lord of the Sith is still the Dark Lord of the Sith foil is still the prettiest card in the game for my money.
Yeah, I would say it's that. The Executor is up there. Darth Maul, Young Apprentice is up there as well.
Yeah, but that Vader is real hot looking, and a few black border foils of that would be.
Yeah, but there's a problem.
Real nice.
There's one problem.
What?
The underlying card is never going to be black bordered for you.
That's okay. The virtual slip can be black border, and you can cut it so it fits perfectly over.
But then you have that top bar that's white.
I'm willing to. That's what markers are for. I'm willing to risk that. So
okay. Timo went ahead. He deployed out Kashyyyk. He got out and
he just drew some. He is not going for the aggressive.
I don't hate that. Yeah, I was going to say I don't hate that.
Like if he didn't have the defense cards, you got to worry that Justin might theoretically just be like, all right, here's Hanshu and the Falcon plus, somebody,
but the other
try and blow out Thrawn.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you got to think that he's going to eventually get out, like, Lost in Space. That's going to help him out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I don't like the play of him playing Imperial Decree, necessarily. The bigger thing is because Justin is playing. I can't believe he's gone. I'm assuming he's going with like R2 and D2 and Red 5s, Luke Skywalker Rebellion Hopes. So those are like that's a
Decree
ridiculously good card.
Decree to Virtual doesn't appear to be something that he's. Oh, okay.
That's a
Timo
good
does
point.
not
Thank you,
run
Kettle.
Kessel.
Yeah, I forgot that he doesn't play Kessel.
Okay. Yeah, because he didn't grab Kessel, so so shiny.
What?
Justin in chat. A lot of Timo's cards are foil.
Yeah. Oh, this is like Timo. This is the the quintessential dark side Timo deck right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big.
The
barrier
on Price.
Governor Price. So now she can't run up to space.
That's
that's
Timo.
big.
Timo's gonna have to defend her.
Yeah, unless he's got a Gick.
Yeah.
So the original.
You don't want to lose Price.
No, you don't. So the game one matchup was Walkers, SSA, slip sliding away Walkers versus Yavin 4 Operations with the Batmouse twist.
And Timo won it by 16, which was...
Yeah. And Justin doing that right there, like,
Justin's playing for keeps.
He has to. Yeah, he has to.
Yeah. Although I think that's the move 100% of the time. I also think Timo played it really well in putting Price down first and sucking out that barrier, because if he'd have dropped his other stuff, he couldn't have backed up Price.
Yeah, yeah.
Where this way, at least he can theoretically go, okay, now if I want to keep Price alive, if I don't have a Gick, what do I put there? You know, do we have Veers and a Walker? Do we have a way to defend her a little bit? Because otherwise Justin's going to throw the entire kitchen sink at her.
Yeah, and there's the Chimera.
Timo says he doesn't have it. Like, Timo must be sitting on a Gick.
I hope so. I really do.
Because...
Or this game's over.
Yeah, because he can't even, like, drop a Blizzard Scout and shuttle her into it. She can't get up at all, so... If he didn't have the Gick, I think you're drawing there. Unless you just don't have a Gick in the deck, at which point...
Yeah. This tells me he's got something in his, like you said, is probably a Gick, might be a masterful move combo.
Yeah.
But you have to think he's got the Gick at this point. And while it sucks losing Price because she is like such an engine.
So let me see. He grabs.
He can, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Tom. He can also he can shuttle down Admirals because they come down for cheap with the
order. That still feels
but
bad.
That just feels
like the difference between Ozzel there is, okay, well, I got a few more forfeit, I got 5 more forfeit, a couple more power, and I get a Battle Destiny, but like all of that doesn't matter if Justin comes down with Luke plus a gun and adds 5 to his power and adds a Destiny to power. Like Luke alone is like 20 plus power.
Yeah, he does play sneak attack. Thank you, Ketwall. That's true.
And he had the Battle Destiny anyways with the Decree Virtual.
Yeah.
Like, he could have just popped Decree to...
Yeah. Like, it did.
Oh, yeah. Also there,
like,
so he can't Gick. That's...
He can't Gick?
Well, because Price... No, he can still Gick. He has to forfeit Ozzel, then Price.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he can... He's fine.
Okay, there's Luke's Rebellion, Luke Skywalker, the Rebellion's Hope. You gotta think he's got like the gun. There's Leia, Rebel Princess. This tells me he's got Skywalkers.
Not necessarily. You're fine with putting Leia there because if Timo puts out the 2/2, this gives you a turn or two to cancel the drain with Leia.
Yeah.
I would not count on Skywalkers here. Plus, Leia's immune to less than 5 with Luke, isn't she? Yeah, so like...
Rey coming down. Gonna get him a card.
This is Justin throwing the kitchen sink at Timo right now.
Yeah.
Because
he's down by 16.
If Timo doesn't have the Gick, this is game.
Yep, there's the hunting rifle.
And you have to make him prove it.
Okay. Grow grabs.
There's
Come here, you big
coward, which
yep,
is
smart.
Fine,
yeah, the thing is, this is going to be a lot of power. 15 to 4 plus.
Yeah, plus a destiny to power.
Yeah.
Plus 2 to the total battle destiny between.
Hits Ozzel.
I can't believe he's gone. So Ozzel's forfeit 0 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really just, does Timo have the Gick? If Timo has the Gick, this is going to be a game. If Timo doesn't have the Gick, this is going to get
spicy.
This is going to get ugly quick for.
Yep. Destiny to power.
Timo.
Plus the 15. Yeah.
Skywalker's
does for 3 destinies.
Right. Fine, I was wrong. I did not expect the Skywalkers.
That's 2 points for me.
There. 0. That's. Garrett gets 1. I called walkers.
Okay, fine, 1. We both called walkers, though.
I don't care what you called. I got a point for walkers.
So then I'm at 3 then.
It's 3-1. That's fine. Okay. I'm not shut out. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah, this is not good if he doesn't have the Gick.
Yeah, I gotta imagine Timo's got the Gick.
I
gotta. Well, let's rephrase this. I gotta hope Timo's got the Gick.
You gotta hope. If you're, I know James Martin is currently rooting for Timo, and he hopes Timo has the Gick. Draws a 3, so there's a destiny to power, so it's gonna be 18.
18 to 4. Price plus forfeits for
destiny.
5. Like.
Oh, 23.
There's 5. There's a 0, so we're still at 23.
Still at 23.
We'll add 1 to it, so we'll make it 24. That's 24. Fine.
Down by 20.
And
down by 24 before Destiny.
And that total add 1 with Ray, so down by 25. He's down 20 minus the Destiny. So he's down 16.
No, he's down to 20.
Yeah, but then price
21.
forfeits for 5. So he's down 21, price
16.
forfeits for 5.
16.
So yeah, it's the Gick is important here.
Okay, Ozzel, because you have to lose Ozzel first.
And then you lose Price because she's
alone. No, he's peeling.
Oh. Ouch.
And he lost a Gick combo.
Wow. All right. That was not. That is not the way Timo wanted that to go. That was
not at all.
Wow. Like I don't have a rooting interest in this game. I like Timo. I like Justin. That was crazy. Like, but that's some of the, we've talked about it before. Sometimes you just got to force your opponent to prove it.
That's the Batman saying.
Force your opponent to prove the cards.
Yeah.
Timo basically told Justin, hey, you don't have a ton of cards in hand. I'm going to make you prove you can really beat me down. And then Justin, on the flip side, said, well, I'm going to make you prove the Gick. And Timo took a L on both sides of that.
Yep. R2-D2 coming down to the stack. Now, again, because it is Justin's card, he'll be able to determine what the number is. Probably going to be 7 each time.
Yeah, just to add 3 to the power.
What would bet?
Or to cancel.
Wouldn't it be WWBD, not WWBMD, because Batmouse is one word?
I like Batmouse as 2 words. I prefer it as the. I just like being argumentative. What's your point?
That's fair. Timo looks at his destiny. There's the Emperor going down to Mos Eisley. He's got to do something.
And he can't get...
Vader going down as well to Lawrence Monster Farm. I mean, Luke's over there. Leia's over there. Luke is the big one.
Yeah, but you can't neighbor him because of arrest order. So you're like, all right, this is... Timo says, I need to spread. The only way I win this game by enough is to just pour out damage. And I think he's saying, let's see if Justin's got some...
Batmouse luck? Batmouse magic?
Yeah, like Justin's got to have more guys in hand, and he did just kind of blow his
I mean, he blew Rey, Leia,
Yeah.
and
Now,
and like you got to think like the next big
so
characters that he could have are Hera's
he's got
important here.
Speak. You could certainly see like a Rey or a Lando followed with a grab for something, and yeah, Hera. Like, okay, so there's
Yep.
blue 11.
This will protect it from the choke, I think.
Yep. Which actually might be the important part. I'm not sure who
Yeah.
he's getting a non-pilot rebel ability less than 5. Oh, Owen and Baru. All right.
Yep. And they come down for free.
They
because
deploy
it is
for
the
free
Lost Moisture
now.
Farm. Lando,
So they
coming
will
down,
draw a
he can
battle
still
destiny
choke.
there. Yeah, and Leia. So Owen and Baru at draw 1 if not able to otherwise. So they're still going to draw 1 even while on blue 11.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hate this play honestly. Well, I think he might have needed the free deploy from Owen and Baru. To say I might have preferred it go after Palpatine, because I don't think Dylan's running Force Lightning, and
I don't.
If he gets the choke on Lando, like this isn't a huge.
Okay, there's Secret Plans. Course Light coming down.
We're seeing some talk in chat about why did
Course Light's going to protect against the choke.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. So they're seeing a little bit of talk in chat,
and that's going to be it's going to be Power 13 to Destiny.
Why Mahdi didn't shuttle down as well?
Yeah.
And I mean, so Mahdi would have saved him like 8 Force between his power and his forfeit. But
yeah,
you have to worry that
he wouldn't have saved 8.
He's power 3, forfeit 5. He would have saved him 8.
Yeah, that's true.
So
have to choke Lando. But Course
Light says
you
have to worry a little bit with Thrawn.
Oh, and he misses the choke regardless.
He's forfeit 0.
Yeah, but he misses either way. Like
this
second game is not going the Teemo way.
Yeah, I mean Teemo won the first game despite some terrible Destiny luck.
Yeah.
This one's not working quite the same way. We see a 3, Abs want to make it a 4.
Yep. So 17 to 6.
So Vader's dying. And
22
there's another
to 6.
Skywalkers. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, 22 to 6. Like
down
Teemo's
by
going to peel cards again.
8. Down by
there's
2.
A 6, 2. Which is nice.
Only 2.
Yeah.
But it only gets rid of Lando.
Yeah. Like that's.
And Justin is sitting at 29 in Life Force.
Yeah, Teemo's not. I don't know that Teemo can do anything here.
Teemo can lose cards.
Yeah, like I don't. He's got 29 in Life Force. I mean, I guess like Justin's not really draining much right now, and Justin might have kind of blown.
I mean, Justin's going to be paying to drain.
Yeah,
like
I think Teemo activates. He moves Thrawn and the Chimera over to Kashyyyk because he can't cancel that drain at that 1/1. Even if he's got something like the Tarkin's Orders.
Mm-hmm.
And so Teemo lost 2 and then Vader, but he lost No Escape, so I'm not sure. He's not running 2 No Escapes.
No way.
So I'm not sure what the... Sticking that one on top, and Justin says, well, I'll just bring Lando back right away.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's
with Core Slug out, there's no way that Lando is going to die in mid-battle.
And
I like the idea of putting the blue 11 over to Mos Eisley, blocking that drain, because then you could just move in Owen and Baru and Lando into the Cantina and just start the Cantina shuffle.
He's going to get them both out because you're not worried about Force Choke or about Force Lightning.
Unless it's before. Well, no. If he does it before the battle, you can be.
No, it's more. I don't think Dylan's running it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Like, yes, Force Lightning's a card, but like, I just don't think he's grabbing it. I don't think Teemo's running it, and
no.
If he's not running it, you're like, all right, I don't care.
Yeah.
So it protects him. Justin's going to lose 2 to the drain here. He'll stack 1 and lose 1. But Teemo's got. I think you got to move Palpatine away. And I think you got to move him to the farm.
I was going to say you can't put him in the Cantina.
Yeah, like I think you see activate, move the Chimera to Kashyyyk, move Palpatine to the farm, and picks him up. Yep, that Vader image is next season, the first month's OCS foil. So you play 8 games in the OCS, and you will get one shiny white border Vader. And if you play all 12 games in the OCS,
You get 2.
you get 2.
And then Chris Kelly's going to ask for people to trade him for the 3rd and then the 4th.
Yeah. And Brian Fred's going to end up with like 17 of them
because
between
it is
his
Brian
entire
Fred.
team. And so we see Vengeance going to Tatooine. I don't mind that play. And
Kurgi
Captain
coming
Kurgi,
down. Kurgi does some.
I actually like Kurgi a lot.
Yeah,
Kurgi
I like Kurgi.
Is Kurgi's subtle force loss. So all right, Drelak, I like that. Get that border black.
So he does have to lose a card. Loses Ray off the top, so loses a Ray. That's not a terrible card to make for Justin to lose.
Yeah, you're happy. You're happy to see that.
Image of the Dark Lord. That's solid there
Also
because
good.
you know he's going to Cantina Shuffle.
Yeah, and now you're just moving Palpatine away.
Yeah, you have to move Palpatine away.
I think you got to move Chimera to Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Yep. You're at this point, Dillen has to go wide and a little bit of YOLO and just hope he gets enough damage through.
Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, Justin's probably going to drain at least 2 of those locations just to do as much damage as he can.
9 to drain for 3.
I mean, I don't love that play, but because he got so much damage in from that first battle,
yeah,
now it makes sense.
Yeah, Justin's so far ahead that
he doesn't drain, but he does come down with the Han, Chewie, the Falcon, and Tatooine.
And he's going to put a pilot on there.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to probably put Hera.
Well, he's searching for a site first, which I don't think there's any.
He wants to get any. I mean, the only 0 that would be
there's
left
none because he lost the entrance cavern.
Yeah, he lost the entrance cavern. That's the only one.
Yeah. Ooh, that was.
In a 5-card hand, he did have the Han, Chewie, the Falcon. So.
Yeah. And honestly, Kevin said Justin could have thrown it at Lothal and just raced. I like this play. I like Justin taking the aggressive line.
He needed to, and it has worked out marvelously for him.
At the same time, Timo set himself up for it too, though. That price, I understand the price pull, but that was a dangerous, pull, and I don't love that he,
Timo's going to be kicking himself. And he's going to be kicking himself for a while. And then I feel bad because Timo is a good guy. And
they're both super good.
I know that. I know both of them are super great guys. So I mean, but like I said, and Steve Baroni has finally made an appearance. Captain Cassian Andor coming down. That's going to actually. So now, Timo's not going to have any Destiny up there.
Yeah, because there's no reason to say
it's going to add.
Justin's capped at 1.
It's going to add 3 to the power, plus the Destiny power, plus the Battle Destiny. This is not going to be
so. Good. I might not, honestly, if I'm Justin, I'm not even sure I use Cassian here. Unless he draws enough to crack your immunity.
Yeah.
I think you're going to win the battle anyways.
I don't think it has to be a rebel. It can be any character, and there's 2 Rays in there. I know that stinks. But,
so he just canceled the immunity, so now he's got to do that.
Now he has to, yeah. And I think that's why he put Cassian down, because he knew he got rid of the 1.
Yeah. And it was a 0. The 0 would have done it too, so.
No, because Justin picks the number. Now, this I like. Timo has the Dark Time for the Rebellion. That's going to make it so that he cannot cancel with Cassian. Justin grabs the Dark Time.
Got to draw a 6. If you go, I can't cancel with Cassian, I just lose Cassian, you're okay with that too.
Yeah. Power 10 to 11 before Destiny. Takes the card off of sand. So now, again, that's making it so that Justin can't cancel. I mean, he couldn't cancel anyways.
And he grabs Unita.
I think I like that because now he just get Cassian back.
No, because he's got to deploy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. 5 to total power. So now the thing
16
with
to 10.
Kurgi only subtracts on the Thunder Flare.
Yes.
So
Draws a 5, so 21
there's a
to 10.
5. So Kirgi's going to die.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Because you're immune to less than 4.
He draws a 7.
Oh.
That is big.
That's massive for Teemo. Holy cow.
Because Kirgi will satisfy for the immunity, or for the attrition.
Yeah. I thought for a second it was holding up for a second. I'm like, does Teemo also have Furry Fury? Like,
I mean, that would have been huge.
Yeah, that was still...
But the 7, only 7. Teemo summoning the inner luck and just getting it.
Teemo
he summoned the heart of the cards.
Teemo drew some bad destiny early, but that one was
that made up for almost all of it. Almost.
And now he knows exactly where it is, too.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that 7
and here's the thing,
is there.
If you're Justin, do you move, like, say, Lando over to block... Yeah, he does move Lando over.
Okay.
Yeah, he is behind a lot, but he's about to do 5 damage. That's the thing. And Justin's still paying to drain.
And Justin's got 26 down, plus 4 in hand. Like, Justin's...
He's still at 25. He's going to be at 25 after Teemo's control phase. And I get that.
Justin's not doing a ton of damage. And he's got to pay for it. And right now, Teemo's going to get a free round of damage through here.
Yeah.
So...
And I think he moves Leia over.
Justin's spreading, which makes a lot of sense.
Like, I like this because
that's your play.
The Emperor can't go to Mos Eisley. He can only go to Obi-Wan's hut where he can't drain. So I think if you're Teemo, you have to throw down a second character, keep the Emperor on the table as much as you can.
You activate to that 7. You throw down a second dude with Palpatine. You battle. You draw the 7. You forfeit whatever random dude to cover. You cost him Lando. Like, that's all you can do right now. But you're going to ping 5 through, which is big.
Yeah.
So...
That's true. But, I mean, I think, Tom, the Emperor can't shuttle up to the Vengeance, which doesn't have any characters on it, so it wouldn't be able to draw Destiny. But I don't think you necessarily want to, because you want to keep draining for free.
If he doesn't have anybody to back him up, I think you have to shuttle the Emperor up.
True.
Like, it's not a great
activate
play.
Down to having only 1 in his reserve deck, though.
Yeah, he activates to the 7. So we know he's got the 7. And Justin went and grabbed 3PO. Honestly, that might have been just because then he can lose the "Were you looking for me?"
Yeah.
To the drain, and you're fine stacking a 5 there. You didn't want to stack the 2 or the 3.
Yeah, you don't want to stack necessarily a 0, like 4, 5s and 6s and ups are what you want to stack.
The 0, 1, 2 is fine. It's not ideal, but you're probably not battling alone too often. 3 and 4 are the cards you do not want to stack.
Yeah.
Especially like right now, a 3 and a 4 at Mos Eisley would be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
It's just drop a dude and like, all right.
Yeah, and he's already lost a Vader this game.
Yeah.
So, but again, he's doing decent amount of damage this turn. There goes the second Falcon. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Justin just lost his second Falcon.
Justin's at 20 in
that
Life
might
Force.
take out his space.
He might. No, he's got R2 and red 5s.
Yeah, but Luke's on ground.
I know the list too.
All right, so we do see
Veers.
Veers. So now, if he had a command,
no,
I think I would have.
Sand.
No, let me finish what I'm saying.
No, okay.
If he had a command, I think I would have thrown Veers in front of Blue 11 and Owen and Baru.
Oh, yeah.
Battle, draw your 7, clear the site.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I'd have the resistant transport. I don't necessarily like leaving the Vengeance alone.
I don't think he had.
Oh no, he's got Decree still, so he can still get a Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine.
Yeah, he's got Decree. It's immune to less than 4. Like, you don't have a lot of options there.
Is it immune less than 4?
I think all is.
No. Because you have to have a pilot on it, and then it would be immune less than 5 because of Maudie.
Yeah. So it has no immunity right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you had much choice there, though.
I mean, you could have moved, kept it at Tatooine, and I think that would have been the right play, because you saw that Justin lost both of his Honshu.
Unless he's sitting on a Tarkin's orders to cancel the Leia drain of 2.
That's okay. That's the only Life Force right now 8 for Teemo. He also has 8 cards in hand. Justin has 21 in Life Force and 5 in hand. So Justin essentially needs to lose 10 more cards.
Yeah.
And he already popped the Walkling. I want to say that's his only point of retrieval in the deck.
He might have a Harvest. Like, anytime you've got Owen and Baru, Harvest is not a bad card to throw in there. And
where's Tom to answer that question when we need him?
Without, Teemo hasn't thrown down a code clearance. Like, Harvest would have been a solid little, all right, drop it, retrieve 4, and then pop Walkling to retrieve it. And
yeah.
I think Harvest would potentially have locked it out of. I think Harvest. So there's the Unita.
Yep. Unita going
grabbed
down.
off Sand to go get the Honshuing the Falcon.
Thank you. I like that, Tom. Tom says in the chat, it might be Honshuing the Falcon plus the Jedi Levitation to get out Cassian. Because, again, he's already used Dark Time for the Rebellion, and it is...
So... But he's got a 7 sitting on top.
But if he gets Cassian, he cancels it.
Yeah. If he Jedi Levs to go grab Cassian and Teemo doesn't have another Dark Time.
Or Barrier.
Yeah.
Barrier would be the next one that you would want to see.
Justin's totally fine with Barrier.
Well, no, Honshu, and then Cassian doesn't battle.
Yeah, and then Justin doesn't start a battle.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Go
that
ahead.
Says I don't care about your 7. I'll lose Rey. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only a drain of 1 up there, but now it gives Justin the ability to drain for free.
Yeah, the drain for free is far more important.
Oh, yeah.
Like the drain of 1 is fine. It's good for Justin to get a drain in. Depending on how that... Well, no, he's not going to get a... he can't add any power. He might actually overflow a little bit. He's got decent Destiny in there. Like, this could actually be bad.
Yeah, he doesn't get the plus with... He doesn't get all the benefits of, like, the Obi-Wan on the commuting.
He's still going to add 1 to the Destiny, plus another 1 with Rey. So he's effectively
now,
18.
If Teemo has the Fury
plus 2 draws. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
And there's Return of a Jedi to add a Destiny as well.
Jared smiling as Justin plays that card. As that card was designed by Jared.
So there's the decree to add a Battle Destiny.
Yep.
This is still not looking good for Teemo.
Fury saves him, though, a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Fury would be... Honestly...
5, so he's up to 21 in power, plus 2 Destiny.
I'm not even sure Fury saves him that much, unless his Destiny are real good.
Draws a 4.
He'll draw the 7 for Battle Destiny, which is good.
So that brings them up to 17. Okay, so that's going to be a 5, so 26, 17 plus... So 30.
Yeah.
So 17, if he draws a... so
13.
25. So it has the potential to save him, like, a few force.
Yeah, he's still got a...
Because right now, he's essentially down by 5.
Yeah, he's still peeling right now. Nope, no Fury. Ouch.
Oh, 6. Math is hard.
Yeah, that's... Oh. That was...
Kind of backbreaking?
Not the way... Yeah, like that Teemo was already...
The thing is, though, like...
way behind, and that was...
Well, now, I don't think Justin's going to move the Falcon in front of the Chimera. There's no way. He might move to Tatooine.
Why?
But you don't move him because you don't want to lose the Falcon.
Turn it into a drain race now. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is there's no chance you move into him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just say, fine, this is a drain race.
So, Justin's going to lose 3. That's going to put him at 19.
Yep.
And then on the flip side, though, Justin's doing
2, 3, 4. I mean, he's only doing 5.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to leave Timo with 4 cards. Timo's then that gets Justin down to
It also
16.
depends on what those 2 cards in Justin's hand is.
That's the thing.
Like, frankly, if Justin's got to draw their fire, like, you just drop it, battle with Lando. Fine, I'm going to lose Lando. I'm going to ping a force, and so
yeah. So
this was,
and that's the thing. If he can get Justin to 16, it goes to Lost Piles, and that's where things get fun.
yeah, I don't think it's going to go to Lost Piles.
It has the potential.
Maybe. I feel like Justin's got.
I do too.
I think there's a harvest in there. I think Justin's got to have a harvest.
I don't know. Like, Tom is being very quiet about that.
That might be because, you don't want to give away something, but, like,
yeah,
if you're running Owen and Baru, like, harvest is such an easy add.
I don't know. Like, you're getting
and you threaten
4 power. You're getting 7 power for them. So, and they come down for free to the farm. So, I mean, I think that's why you run Owen and Baru.
Yeah. They're an easy add no matter what, but, like,
yeah,
harvest can be so big, especially in a deck that doesn't have a ton of retrieval, where you're not, like, worried about I guess I give up that retrieve 1 per turn.
Tom is saying it's not that great.
Ping.
It's not great.
Yeah. It's not great, but as the 60th card,
yeah,
it has a spot.
Yeah.
We'll phrase it that way.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, this.
So this is the spot where Timo's got to battle
Timo is in his
Lando.
activate phase. This is where things are going to get interesting.
Timo's got to battle against Lando. Because now is the only spot he's not going to be able to retrieve with Lando.
Yes.
So you have to battle Lando here.
Tom is saying in the chat when they play tested with this deck that they use it as a destiny adder, not as the retrieval.
I've definitely I've used it for that before. Like, I've talked about Skywalkers. I had Skywalkers in Hitco for a long time, and I don't think I think I used it as a destiny adder once.
Yeah,
because it was better as a barrier canceller.
Yeah.
Like, it was a barrier canceller that might do something huge.
Hey, but I mean, to be fair though, we did see Skywalkers.
That was big.
What it did earlier in this game might win Justin his 4th OCS championship.
Yeah,
that would be. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I know Worlds is Worlds, but winning the OCS is right up there. Because
the OCS
it's a grind. First of all, if you play in all 6 months, going through a 16-player playoff versus an 8.
Yeah, no,
16. Last time I checked, 16 was greater than 8. So.
It is, I believe, yes, and having to submit the deck lists ahead of time, like it. Justin has absolutely. I'll be honest. Even if Justin loses this game, and loses this match somehow, Justin is absolutely well deserving of the.
It's almost like he should be
all the accolades that come his way.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
I believe he is. And I think it's, well earned. He's not Hall of Famer Greg Shaw, but it's a well earned.
No, or Hall of Famer Chris Goglin.
Or Hall of Famer Chris Schoenthal. There's a lot of very deserving folks who are in the Hall of Fame.
So Timo is taking his time. I'm wondering if he's distracted. I don't know. Like, he's usually a very deliberate player. I'm hoping that it doesn't time out on him here.
I mean, I don't think he's going to take a 5-minute time. And I'll be honest, if it does, like, that'd be a fairly anticlimactic ending. But, like, Timo's going to have to do something amazing to flip the script on this and not just lose by enough. And he's definitely figuring out. So that should be the 7. Oh, so he's activating all of it. So he's not battling Lando. I don't know what he's doing without that. I would have liked to see a battle against Lando simply because you ping him off of it.
Yeah.
You stop him from getting the retrieval.
Stacks 3PO.
Oh. All right.
And he'll lose from his deck 2 cards. So he stacks 3PO from hand, stacks 2 cards from his deck. He's down to 18. He still has that 1 card in his life force. If you're Teemo and you have... No, you don't want to do that.
Like, if Justin's got a single pilot... Well, you can't... Now you can't even... Gosh. Like, running Honshu and Falcon in front of Chimera, Kashyyyk feels bad right now.
Yeah. I don't think you can move the Honshu and the Falcon to the Chimera. Or to the Kashyyyk.
Teemo says, fine, I'll go the other way with it.
I don't like that. Like, it's only saving you 1 force here.
Yeah, but I think that 1 force is important.
I mean, all force is important.
Yeah, but I think that one might be...
You can't.
I don't
can't
think
play
Tarkin's order works. You have to control the system.
Yeah. And I believe there is a Honshu and the Falcon up there to block that. To block it.
An Overwhelmed would be spicy.
Yeah, but I don't think he's playing it.
Yeah, that would be especially as Justin lost the
2,
tracking
3, 4, maybe 5. Like, I don't know if Justin necessarily wants to move Owen Baru in and leave the blue 11 there by itself.
I think you do. Teemo's got 3 cards in hand, and we'll have at that point, once you start those drains, Teemo's only got like 4 or 5 force. Like,
yeah,
you can't overflow blue 11 at that point.
It's.
Overwhelmed would give back 2 force, but like it would slow down a lot of the drains. But yes. I think Overwhelmed would be a good play. If he had Overwhelmed, I think you play it. I think it would. I think it would be a net positive. So he moves Veers over as well. I think that's at least trying to block the drain and also maybe telegraph I have a command.
Well, I mean, he could.
I can draw Destiny there.
There's just. Man.
Justin's only got 1 card, and he moves Thrawn down as well. So Teemo's going.
I don't necessarily like moving the.
I don't like that Thrawn
down.
move. Thrawn's going to get. Thrawn's going to get murdered there.
Yeah, I know he's going
to get murdered. So he stacks
and Justin's going to retrieve
Thrawn pincer.
Like.
Yeah, I don't like moving in front of Luke there.
I don't either.
And I don't like leaving the Chimera. The Chimera without Thrawn is
okay. Scary. Thank you, guys. Because there's the 3
Thrawn
there.
Can exclude. That's right.
You can exclude. Yeah. And you can exclude with Veers. You can exclude with Emperor.
Yeah, the Veers would be...
I don't necessarily think you can't exclude with Veers. You can't.
I think with Veers, you just command to draw Battle Destiny and...
Hope.
You're fine. Like, okay, you kill one of those guys, but it turns it so he can't Cantina shuffle and drain extra. Like, Teemo is absolutely just trying to math out can I get it to within 16?
Okay, Tom, and I do agree with Tom. If the last card is a character for Justin, but the question is what character? Like, Hera would be the best one. By far.
I don't think it matters. If the last card is a character, he overflows Justin somewhere. He either overflows Veers or Veers has to...
And the Thunder Flare.
Veers has to exclude a guy and probably doesn't get overflowed, but then he overflows Thrawn. Because Thrawn's going to get the tar beat out of him there if he's not careful.
I know there's 2 Rays in the Lost Pile, Tom. So, and we saw that Yoda has been drawn for Destiny. This game got interesting on the last turn. I like
it. That 7 for Battle Destiny in Tatooine made this game a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
If that had been a 5 or lower...
Because right now, Justin's sitting at 19.
I think this game was over a long time ago.
Yes. Justin is at 19, hand in life. Here's the issue, though. Here's my biggest issue, though. Teemo's only going to do 1 point of damage.
Well, Teemo will do 2 because he's got the Leia. Teemo's only doing 1 at best.
Yeah. Like he loses the.
Teemo's not even doing one.
He
right
loses
now.
the arc ping.
Where is Teemo doing any damage?
If he moves the Hanchuing the Falcon. Oh, Yoda coming down. Now he can't exclude.
Well, you could exclude, but you're still one of those guys is killing Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like, why would you move Hanchuing the Falcon? I'll be honest, Hanchuing the Falcon sitting there like that, you're totally fine against Monty.
Yeah.
It's his one destiny versus yours. You forfeit R2 and Red 5 for 5.
Oh, Lightside now chooses the exclude. So that last card was a character, and that is really big.
Yeah. It was where he chooses to exclude.
Yeah, this is going to be very bad because if he hits Thrawn, which he should, Thrawn's going to be forfeit 0, retrieves 1. Yeah.
He's a whole bunch of power.
I think Teemo moving Thrawn. I think if he doesn't move the Chimera, I think it comes down to lost piles.
If he doesn't move the Chimera, he makes it real, real close. With moving the Chimera.
Yeah.
You think he's running 2? Because he peeled the 1.
I think he does run 2.
Okay, so he adds 3 to the total power. He doesn't actually go for the exclude.
Tells me he's got... No, this doesn't tell me he's got the Gick.
Yeah, I don't...
Teemo does play... He has a Gick combo, so...
Yeah, and he lost it.
That will not hit. Oh. And he's saying 50-50.
I think the 50-50 was if he was going to hit him.
Maybe.
No, I think the 50-50 was if he was going to hit him.
Yeah.
The 7 doesn't matter. It kills one guy because Luke forfeits for 7 as well.
Yeah.
Like
adds a destiny to power. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Thrawn's what, 7, so he's at 12.
Did he add if he added the Kenobi power?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if Thrawn draws the 7,
might also be a 6.
He might not get overflowed.
No, it's going to be a 6 because he played the interrupt.
Oh, the pincer, yeah. So Justin adds 5 again, I think, just to use some cards.
Yeah. So Jin is the destiny of power. It brings his total up to 13.
13, yeah. So
Teemo is down by 1 right now. Oh, down by 2. So as long as he draws higher than a 1, he will not suffer.
He's drawing the 6 or the 7, and so he's not getting overflowed.
Yeah,
he's making Justin lose Yoda, which is fine. Like Justin's totally okay with losing Yoda.
Well, I mean, you could lose.
Thrawn doesn't have any immunity, so
yeah, Thrawn goes away. And the thing is, you can't play Lost in Space here because Thrawn's on the ground.
Yep.
So it's going to flip him back.
Yeah, because Thrawn won't be on table.
Yeah, loses Luke.
And I don't hate that.
I don't hate that either because, I mean, he's got a Luke on his sand card.
It gives him the ability to go after someone with Luke, but this also means with flipping Teemo back, he could battle with Veers. He could battle against Veers. And
I was going to say he could
can't get
teleport
excluded.
Yoda back.
He could teleport Yoda. I don't think you need to. I think you keep Yoda at that drain.
Yeah.
So he does have the command.
Yep.
That's fine.
It's cute.
Worst case scenario here, this wipes the site.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think Justin's
Justin's going to be up to happens. 14 with power.
Yeah.
Teemo's at 8, essentially.
Yeah, and then Teemo, I think this might be the 7 for Teemo.
Yeah, so that would bring him up to
15. So,
and like I said, Justin should be at 14, so he's going to lose a force. Yeah. Or he's going to lose a couple force.
He might lose a couple. Like, this could be bad.
Yeah.
But this was, I mean, Justin played this exactly how he needed to there. And I don't think Teemo played anything terribly wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I did so he did activate. So he draws a 6. That's going to bring him up to 17. Justin again. Teemo is 10, 15. So he's going to lose 2. Oh no, he's going to lose 3.
Okay, or he's going to play the Gick. 6 does wipe Justin off the site, though.
Yeah,
which is good for Teemo.
Yeah.
Like that effectively blocks that drain.
Yeah.
If he's got some way to not peel 3 in battle damage.
Oh, no.
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah. Blue 11
Blue
has
11
a nice
forfeits
forfeit.
for
Yeah.
6. Oh, I thought it was only 5. Okay.
And the Emperor's still stuck.
And Teemo did not have the Gick, so he peels a few.
I mean, it would have only been a difference of 1, even if he had the Gick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, as we've pointed out already, every force matters.
Yeah, because he's not.
That was dumb.
Yeah. I don't know what
Teemo's not doing any damage this turn.
Yeah. And honestly, you're not battling in space.
No, there's no way.
Like, you...
And Justin's going to be doing 4.
Enough.
No.
Justin's be doing 3, but
4.
unless... So, Teemo moves... Justin moves away.
Because Teemo's only doing 1 point of damage.
Doesn't matter. I think
That's
you
what I'm
still
saying.
leave him
No,
there.
no. The only reason I'm saying he's only doing 1 point of damage, that's going to put him at 17.
Yeah.
And Justin saves enough, so even if Teemo initiates with the Emperor, he retrieves
gets to retrieve one with Lando. Yeah. I don't think Teemo starts a battle with the Emperor.
No.
The turn to start a battle with the Emperor was the turn when Justin didn't have any force.
Yeah, the only good thing for Teemo is Justin has nothing in hand. So he's literally doing what he has right now.
Yeah.
I think if you're Teemo,
but he's hitting him for 1.
You're going to have to move the Chimera to Tatooine. You have to.
Yeah. But he doesn't have the ability to do any more damage than that. Like, you move the Chimera to Tatooine, and Justin just says, all right.
But that's the problem. Like, Teemo right now...
Drains for 4, and...
Well, no, Justin drains for 5, which is exactly what he needs.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, 4.
2 at
2
the...
at the 2-0.
2.
1 at the 1-1.
1.
And 1 at Mos Eisley.
And then 1 at Tatooine if he doesn't move the Chimera.
Well, I'm assuming he moves the Chimera.
Yeah.
If he doesn't move the Chimera, it's over either way, because that's 5 force.
And that's what I'm saying.
So he's got to move Chimera.
Yeah. But that's probably going to take Teemo out of space.
It will eventually, but
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
No. I don't see
Teemo moves over.
I don't see a line. I really don't.
Yeah.
Unless he has another character. No.
So Teemo's not even moving. He's just drawing. There's the Thrawn pincer to make the Chimera hyperspeed +2. The only card that saves Teemo here is a limited.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to get drained for 5
He
here.
needed one more turn.
Yeah. Although if he had stayed at Kashyyyk, I think he might have.
Oh yeah, I think if he stayed as Kashyyyk instead of coming to Lothal like that, I think he would have went to Lost Piles.
Yeah, because I think coming to Lothal and then moving Thrawn down was a mistake.
56 right now for Justin.
Unless
Teemo,
he's got the
54.
orders.
54.
Does he have the Tarkin's orders? There
that
he
saves
does.
him. Wow.
So he's going to get 1
4
more damage.
Yeah, he's going to get 1 more damage. It's going to go to Lost Piles.
Wow.
And then he's going to win by Lost Piles. That is insane.
Holy cow. That was...
Now, no. If Justin fights with Lando.
So if Justin fights with Lando, he's
it's going to be Tower 9 to 4.
Plus a Destiny.
Teemo will not be able to... Yeah, he could easily just move the Hunchwing Falcon back over too. So...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the... You move Hunching the Falcon over for sure.
Or no, you just fight with Lando.
You do both. Fighting with Lando, you're not overflowing Palpatine.
But you're clearing Teemo off his ground. And he's not going to have any force to
and then
drain.
he can't pay to drain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's... Either way.
Yeah, he needed to see he needed the Tarkin's orders like a few turns ago. Yeah.
Oh, and he cancels the drain with Leia to put another card in reserve.
Oh, I love that.
I like that.
Dirty.
That was a really smart play.
Dirty. I love it.
That was
that is a pro player move. That is your pro player move of the game.
That's a Hall of Fame play right there.
Yeah.
That's
fights with Lando.
Yep. And I don't mind fighting with Lando at all. Like you're not going to overflow him, but you're going to force him to.
I mean, he's down 5 in power before Destiny. Takes the card off,
which also gives him 1 more card. Like, again, that's a solid.
Yeah. Justin played this game right here perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, but so to put it in perspective, if Timo had a gick on that first or second turn,
yeah,
this game goes wholly differently.
Oh yeah,
Peeled
20.
15, and frankly, Timo still had a chance to win.
Yeah.
Like, Timo could have still won this match even after taking a 15 force beat down.
Okay, so Justin does have to move the Hunchu and the Falcon over.
No, he doesn't.
You're right.
He's at 18 force. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Timo activates and drains for 1, and Justin says, all right, I'll lose the Luke from hand and drain you out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up by 2.
Yeah, he's got 2 force. He's got a force to spare. Plus, he's got a card in hand.
Wow. What a final.
That was very, very nuts. Like, I love the way both players played this.
Just like to see Timo come back and only lose by 2 after that first battle was impressive.
Yeah, that was. Timo played this out to the bitter end.
Yeah,
and played it spectacularly well. Like, this is a masterclass in maximizing your differential.
I mean, Justin could
trying to survive a match play game. Like, this was Timo played an amazing match, and there is, I'd said it before, there's absolutely no shame for either one of these guys.
No.
And, finishing or, winning or finishing second in the OCS is...
I do think once Timo realizes, like, he goes back, if he he watches the replay, I do think he's going to kick himself a few times.
Yeah, I don't think I think he's probably, feels bad about the play, but that barrier from Justin was so huge. Because we do see Dylan concedes, which means Justin, with 18 force, does win the OCS. Right. And that's... Justin's insane. Like, there's no
question about it. Let's see if we can get Justin on.
That's amazing. Amazing play by Justin. Amazing finish to the game. So, yeah, see if he is available for a quick chat. If not, I feel like he's... if they're not available, I feel like this would be, an excellent Hall of Theater follow-up. I know, we had to miss out on Hall of Famer Greg Shaw.
And Crazy Carl Koenig himself.
The first and second at Corellia Regionals a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, which was, again, impressive there.
Yeah, they played amazing. This was outstanding. Outstanding match, outstanding OCS for both of them. I mean, they played through a murderer's row of folks to get to this final, and then, for Justin, losing the first match by 16 and being able to come back and win is
so
amazing.
Impressive. Yeah.
Like, there's no, there's nothing more I can say about that. I think he played this match spectacularly. He took the risk he needed to take, and it paid off big in this game. And that was that's all you can say. Justin deserves this win.
Oh yeah.
So.
Like both of them, like I said, just played ridiculously well. Like Timo overcame the Destiny issues from the first game. So, and he played that one really well. He played to the strengths of his deck. And, he played such a good match with that one. Justin came back, did exactly what he needed to. He had the cards he needed to. And unfortunately for Timo, he didn't have the gick.
Yeah, like it was... Justin played that perfectly in the sense of, for Justin, that was how you win or lose that game. If you have to make that risk and you have to make Timo prove the card, and it worked out exactly how he needed it to, and that was amazing. And it was spectacular play.
Yeah.
All the way around. I have no, no notes, no further comment. They both played amazing. Justin absolutely earned this win, and I believe Justin, I think he only played 1 or 2 months of the OCS.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he played 1 month, went 12-0.
Fun fact.
Qualified for the finals, and
both players qualified for the OCS in the last month of the tournament.
Yeah.
So that's impressive. Like, and to see the 7 and the 9 seed make the finals, impressive. Like the entire
I think technically
run.
Justin was the 16 seed.
No, well, before seeding.
Yeah.
Like he was the 16 seed, but when it came down to the bracket, though, he was the 9 seed because he got paired up in that last game against Matt Harrison Trainer.
Yeah.
So,
no, they both played a few amazing opponents to get to this point, and they both won. They both get every possible accolade I can send. They earned amazing victories in all the way through. You got rid of the cool Vader. So people are going to have to watch this on YouTube.
One last thing before we all go and everything. Don't forget that Vegas and Nevada States will occur the first weekend of December. If you can, go to that. I know Lodge Porg, Tommy is going to go. Batmouse is going. It's going to be a fun event. Like, Anthony Howard is going out of his way to make this into. I'm sorry. Thank you, Garrett or Jared. December 16th. I'm thinking.
As I said, I didn't think it was next weekend. It's
the 15th through the 17th. Yeah, I'm getting confused because I'm busy next weekend. I'm out of it. It's the secret Batmouse 40th birthday. Go to that if you can. Give the boy some love. We got the Jawa Brawl starting up really soon. Make sure you go to that. The Supreme Southern Showdown coming up around the corner as well in January. OCS starts in February.
King Day weekend. Yeah, like
OCS is back up in February. Like we're only 3 months out, or actually 2 and 6
and we're gonna
days.
have the
Outrider Cup announcement starting up in
coming
December.
Up soon. Yeah, that'll
Justin
be.
Desai and I believe Timo will be in the Outrider Cup again this year.
I think Timo is, and Justin, I believe, is the team captain.
Yeah, I think Timo got in by making the semifinals, or the finals. It was one of the two. So, Congrats to both of those guys. Like making the Outrider Cup. Like, I know anybody who's participated in it has said it's like one of the best experiences out there.
And it's, for us speaking, a little bit selfishly, like there's going to be a whole lot of amazing games we'll get to stream. And
before everybody goes, we actually are going to have Timo Dusel. He's trying to get Zoom right now.
All right. Give him a shot
Justin wants to come on Hollow Theater.
Nice. I like Justin saying, give me a little bit of time to decompress and collect my thoughts.
I mean, to be fair, Timo is like in the future.
Yeah.
Like I want to say he's like 3-4 o'clock over in Germany, so I can understand that. And coming on Hollow Theater is kind of hard for him, being that we air at 9 p.m.
Yeah. It's tough for him to get out here normally, so
yeah. And
being able to jump on now would be amazing.
And then what other announcements we got? Like I said, here he is. He's coming in. Your OCS runner-up, Timo Dusel. Everybody. We can't hear you.
Man.
Oh, we can hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, we can hear you. You're good.
It's not my usual microphones. Yeah. Sucks, man.
It's tough to come on here after, playing and that, suffering what you did there, but all the props,
Yeah.
I can lead your way. Like you played amazing there. Just getting to the finals is outstanding, and the way you played to put yourself in a position even after taking 15 overflow on turn 2 to
I
be
knew
able
the gamble.
to still have a chance.
I was too greedy. I wanted some forfeit fodder on my Chimera. I don't know how you pronounce it in America. So Chimera somehow, and because I knew he has probably the attrition adding Luke, and so still I should have played it safe. And after he buried, I had Vader in hand, but I thought, man, maybe I don't get too much overflow because I didn't want to skip another turn, not being able to grab my ship with Thrawn, because I might miss it next turn. So I should have, after the barrier, should have put all down to that side. I could have shuttled it up. So it is what it is. It was very close.
So what was going through your mind when he played the barrier there after you played Price?
Fuck.
Language! I know there's...
I figured it'd be a different 4-letter word, but that was one of the ones
I thought
that was
of the
in there.
barrier, and I should have known better, But sometimes I take the gamble because I think he's bluffing. Sometimes he bluffs, sometimes not. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think you took the risk. It was. I don't think it was the wrong play. You sometimes you just have to force him to have the cards.
Yeah.
I think it was the wrong play after winning the first game by 60.
So
I think it would have been the right play if the first game was very close, because I knew I have no shot in winning against ObiMuning with my Thrawn. And I knew I need a win by around, let's say, 10 to 15 to win the drain race. And after winning by 16, I should have said stick to my plan, go to Kashyyyk and start training for 2 and let him stack 1. And
and like I want to say, like, you played after that, like, you were able to get yourself up in space, you started doing damage. Did you know the 7 was on top in the fight with the Vengeance and Kurgi versus the Honshu and the Falcon?
I don't know which fight.
It was the Vengeance at Tatooine, where you had...
I know. If I would have known, I wouldn't have make him lose his immunity with the ship. I would have rather added 3 to power or something like that. And in the last turn, I hope that he's gonna... Then in the last turn, then I knew where my 7 is, of course, for the rest of the game. But I hope that he might attack Veers first, that I can exclude one character with my objective, but he made the right play by attacking Thrawn first.
I was going to say the other one, yeah.
And in that battle, it didn't matter. If I exclude a character, I get 3 to power. Yoda is only power 6, only power 3, so it doesn't really matter in that battle in the end. Yeah. Still, before I forget it, I want to thank everybody who playtested with me. So because I played it a lot for the semifinals with Bad Mouse, with Dralak before he joined New Allies, but then after that he was out of that one too. With SVC player, with Kirin a little bit, with Brian Mishke a little bit. Everybody who put up a table, I thought he might want to play a private, and of course, especially with Hayes for the finals. So big thank you to Hayes, and almost. I hope I didn't forget anyone, man. That really suck.
So
that's why you give the blanket. I just want to thank everybody, and I hope I don't forget anyone. Like, no one's gonna. You are coming into this after just playing 2 extremely intense games, and if you forgot someone, no one's gonna take it personally.
No.
I will, maybe the next time I will write it or something like that. Yeah.
So now we all know that. So you made it to the finals. You played really well. Now I believe that this is going to get you into the Outrider Cup.
Yeah, I should be at 22 points, which should be, I think, rank 3 or something like that, 3 or 4. If I would have won, I would have been second after Emil. But if I wouldn't have made the semifinals, I would have been 0.5 points behind Silverglen for spot 5. So yeah, it was important for me to at least reach the finals to be in the Outrider Cup.
So this will be your second Outrider Cup.
Yeah.
How do you feel going into that?
Yeah, it's really nice. It was such a fun event, and being one of the top Europe players is an honor, and to play with a great team, to talk decks, and yeah, it's fun format that you have only one deck and you don't know how you face, and then you can talk strategy for that matchup, like I did with Hayes. I should have reached out to Hayes before I submitted my lists, because he said, really, Thrawn against probably Obi-Muning? But somehow I never faced Thrawn in my OCS run, and I went 2 months in a row 6-0. So I thought it's probably a solid deck.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
so
it's. Go ahead.
So yeah, Outrider Cup. Looking forward to it. It will be great, and hopefully we will bring the pot to Europe again.
Yeah, this is the third match, so whoever wins this one will have the advantage over the other side.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and but I never lost an Outrider Cup, so it would be one and one for me if we lose.
Well, so now the Outrider Cup is happening, and then Worlds next year is going to be in Bochum in Germany. So I feel like that's really going to be if the Europeans take the Outrider Cup, it's going to be some serious bragging rights.
Oh, yeah.
Coming into Worlds, like all the Americans that are going to head over.
If we get a hoodie again, I don't even know which hoodie to wear. I would have 2 of them.
You wear one on Saturday, one on Sunday.
Or you just trade them off.
I have to make day 2 first.
Yeah. You wear the first one for the second one to show up, and like, hold on, I got to take off the last one I won to put on the new one, and just
if you make it in winter, I can wear both at the same time.
Or you do that, or you cut them up and stitch you put them together. Yeah, exactly, Jared. You and I were thinking the same thing. I love it.
That would be awesome. Jenny, can you do something like that? Like my hoodies that you stick them together? No.
No.
She doesn't understand me. I will repeat it in German later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that would look amazing. I'll be honest. Like that would be.
They have to be different colors or something. There has to be some way to differentiate them, but just besides the logo, like tell the difference.
We were able to choose colors, so we probably would choose a different one this time. But we first have to win,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I like how
man. I
Carl...
still can't believe it that I lost by 2
by 2.
1 or 2 plus.
Yeah, and I want to say there was a point where everybody in the chat was like, "Just do this. You can win by you'll win by lost piles."
Yeah, that's the great thing about Bad Mouse's Y4OPs, that you put so much out of play, like with no idea, you probably win the lost pile count.
Yeah, no, you were. It was going to be close, but at the same time, like when we were discussing those plays, Justin is a player too. Like Justin could have, could have done some things as well to make it.
Of course. And after that beatdown, I just had to play it so risky, which comes into his was placed into his cards. Yep. Because he can create so easy overflow with the adding to power, the adding to destiny. And
Yeah,
and only with one guy. So I can't trade 1-for-1 there.
Yeah,
I'm always losing that battle.
Yeah.
So we know. So you're. Yeah. So I believe that again the Jawa Brawl is coming up soon. I don't think you are able to participate in that because again the OCS and the Outrider Cup. What are you going to do to take up your time now that you're finished with the OCS?
Playing Seals.
I was going to say there's like 17 all of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Things up here. I'm actually a little surprised Timo's not currently playing one.
Yeah, why aren't you playing right
now? Or make a break for maybe one day.
One day. Why aren't you playing right now? Like I know that you've gone on record saying when you lose you want to play again.
First of all, I go. It's afternoon here, though not evening where I usually play. So
okay.
First of all, I can enjoy the rest of the day with family, and then maybe this evening, maybe a big bottle of whiskey or something like that to drown myself into misery and cry the whole night.
Well,
maybe something like that. No, in the end, it's just a game. Still a rough loss. Still.
No, you played like we all said. So you played really well.
Yeah, there's no
somebody
shame.
Has to lose. And in the end, sometimes I think it's better that I lose because I think I can handle a loss better than Desai probably.
Oh, I know Steve Baroni was in the chat at one point. He didn't say anything, but he was here. So I know you and him have a history. So
it's just for fun.
It's just
at
for fun.
First, I wrote his name wrong with E, and Drew made a meme out of it. So now I make it on purpose, spelling him wrong the whole time. But I pretend that it's not on purpose. But in the end, I'm just fooling myself because nobody thinks that's on purpose, and everybody thinks I'm dumb.
Nobody thinks you're dumb. I can tell you that nobody
German
thinks you're
humor.
dumb.
So.
You just have your humor's
too high of a level. You mean?
Sometimes. So, really quick before we let you go and everything, just to recap. Oh, wrong screen. Let me pull this over.
I don't know what you just did there with the screen, but holy cow, that looked...
that was me pulling in the wrong...
Sort of insane.
Yeah,
okay.
That was the...
Well, you're doing that. Timo, did you see the Vader? That's going to be the OCS card, the OCS foil for February?
No. I mean, that's not going to...
Okay.
That's not going to, like, stop Timo from playing. Like, it's
Timo's going to get two of them either way, but, like...
Yeah. He'll get,
it got spoiled in between your games. Jared allowed us to spoil. If you pull up Twitch or if you watch it on YouTube later, because obviously, this will get put on the PC's YouTube page with lots of other videos and lots of great content you can watch. You'll see the new Vader foil that's for the OCS, and it's purty. There's no other way to say it.
Very pretty.
Pretty. Yeah, I know that word.
Purdy is
definitely
bad
watching back
Southern accent.
The stream maybe tomorrow and throw the hands over my head after.
Maybe
I never
start watching it after you hit
so
that
much of an overflow.
Maybe start watching it after you start hitting the whiskey, because I don't necessarily think you're going to be learning anything from me and Dan's commentary.
No
like, we have fun.
I
and we're not terrible.
I had one to shop for myself on Black Friday to give it to the sisters of my wife that they can give it to me at my birthday. So I might order another one for them and drink a bottle right away.
That's, I get the drowning your sorrows, but I know, Dan and I have both said a couple times, like, you played spectacular all season. You played spectacular running, through this OCS top 16. Like, it sucks to lose, and you don't ever want to be losing, but you played spectacularly, and there's no shame in
thank you
taking second here. You played outstanding, and you deserve everything you're getting out of this, all of the nice comments from us, all the nice comments that have been hitting in chat, like
and
this is
thank you for the messages I received privately on Slack. So
and thanks. You know what, you might actually get it like after this. I don't think I can really automatically pick against you from now on. I actually have to think about it.
That's tradition now.
Yeah, we might have to break tradition at this point.
We will see. Like Ani says, I'll be back.
I really hope so, because I mean, watching your games, they were entertaining. Just watch, especially these finals. This was extremely entertaining. It was a great honor for me knowing that you guys wanted Garrett and I on as the commentators.
Yeah. Who else? I mean,
anybody else.
You guys played it. It was so much fun to watch, and just watching the games and knowing like how it all was going to go down. This was a blast to watch. I hope everyone and all the folks in commentary, everyone who got to watch, everyone who's going to watch this on YouTube, I hope everyone enjoys it and realizes just how much fun this is for all of us. Like you and Justin are having fun getting to play for a big title. Like honestly, I think OCS and Worlds are similar cachet at this point. Like this is not an easy tournament to win.
The what?
I'm 1-2 in finals. Lost 1-1 the retro one, so the one probably.
And I think you lost, and then you lost the Gem PC to Joker King.
And I lost against Joker King in the championship,
And
no.
Yeah.
But.
So, I didn't.
But you made 3 finals.
But you made 3 finals.
Like that's
on Gem, which is impressive.
Anywhere. Like that's more finals than Dan and I have made.
So it's always lose one, win one. Lose one, win one. The next one, I'm gonna win.
All right. I mean, the next one's Outer Rim or Outrider Cup. So.
Actually,
that's no finals.
As an American,
there's no finals for that.
There can be if it's all tied.
Well, that's not the finals. That's the tiebreaker.
Final probably would be if our captain plays the tiebreaker. Somewhere.
I think that happened last Outrider Cup, didn't it?
Yeah.
Bastion had
beat Joe.
Bastion had beat Joe. So really quick, just checking up on the OCS prediction contest. Dominesque, who I'm not sure who that person is. They ended up winning as they picked Justin Desai to win it. Brad Iyer came in second, 1 point behind. He also picked Justin Desai. Those were the only 2 players to pick Justin Desai to win the OCS. And then in third was Throwing Names at a Wall. So if you are watching and if you are in the prediction contest, please go ahead. Let me know who you. Just ping me on Slack. Send me a message on the forums, and we'll make sure you guys get your prizes. Definitely a big thank you to all the participants, all the streamers, Jared for doing all the organization, the prizes throughout the year. Big thank you to Chris Schoenthal for putting it all together as the tournament director. Big thank you for anybody who played in the OCS. Like, the OCS is the players. And just having it come down after 7 months today is just awesome. Like, it is insane to me.
Yeah, this is so much fun, and there's so many people involved who do so much work to make this game as great as it is, and how, everything happens. Like, there's just so many amazing people in our community that make everything run.
That's a good last word.
Right now we're going to have we might end up having 2 episodes of Hollow Theater this coming week. Again, we have to get Carl and Greg on to discuss the entire Corellia, Ohio Super Worlds. We're going to have on Justin Desai at some point, I believe on Thursday as well. He has already said that he wants to come on, talk about the OCS, talk about everything.
Desai just wrote on Slack in our 3-man group that if you wait 2 minutes,
sure, let's have him.
All right.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That he can laugh in my face.
I don't think he's going to laugh in your face.
That doesn't seem like Justin's style.
No. He's gonna say that you played really well, and he might have gotten lucky with the beatdown and you not having the gick, and you played well to come back.
I mean, he saw the gig on a verified.
Oh, that's right. So yeah.
I verified my reserve deck if I can.
Why don't you play two?
Pride and my Chimera, and probably he went for the beatdown because he saw the gig.
Yeah, why don't you play two?
Why not three?
Why not seven?
I mean, if I would have been able to change decks after game one, I would have run 2 or 3. My wife is mimicking me and makes that I talk too much and makes.
Between the three of us,
she's gonna get her beating later.
I think between the three of us, nobody really talks too much.
No, it's tough to out-talk any of the three of us, I think. Your wife. Yeah.
So we're just waiting for Desai, or?
I think we are waiting for Justin to come on.
Or do you want to talk to Desai alone, and then?
No, we'll talk to you. I want if we're going to bring in Justin, let's have you as well. That was my plan, to have the two of you come on at the same time. So I do want to ask.
I might take a bite from my. Do you know Krapfen in America? That's something it's filled with marmalade. No, it's different.
Different. I do want to ask. You played Yavin 4 with Jedi Business. What made you play that deck in particular? I mean, I can understand Thrawn, but why this Jedi Business?
The most light sides I usually like are very bad at the moment. Like, I don't think everything is really bad against the slip sliding away deck with Jabba Palace. Like, I like Old Allies, I like Diplo, and I thought this Y4OPs, I mean, it's a little bit more draw dependent, but you have basically like the kind of Yoda Munich space deck, but with full immunity guys.
Yeah. And I know Anthony Howard, who again was the designer of the deck, has gone on record saying that he likes it because your Jedi are all immune. And
I tried it once against Tom, and I won. And then the crazy things, he spotted me playing with an alt. I thought I have nobody to test with, especially at that time zone, and I made an alt Catwoman, and I played it. And I played against Large Pork. Thank you to Large Pork. I played with him some privates too after. And he wrote me, "This is you, right?" And I thought, why should it be me? That play style, that fast playing. And then he said, Tom also wrote him that he thinks it is me. And I thought, no, Tom is in a team with Desai. And then I wrote, Tom, is Catwoman you? And he said, yeah, of course it's me. And then I knew he knows it's me because he didn't deny that I said it's him. And he said he put me on Y4OPs. And how can he put me on Y4OPs? I only played it once. And if Desai knew I was going to play Y4OPs, he put a bad dark side deck for that. But yeah.
Yeah, the walkers, we were talking about it, in the start of this, that I thought walkers was going to be Justin's deck choice because it's good and it generally doesn't lose by much.
Yeah.
And Bat 40, the Yavin 4-Ops like that is probably the worst matchup.
I would say Yavin, Yoda commuting is up there too.
Yeah.
Like
Yoda commuting has less good drains in space, but you can play interior. You can drain there. So yeah, it's both are not the best for walkers probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're both potentially winnable matchups for walkers.
I had a good
really
hand
what you're trying
for
to
that
get.
matchup because I had sand in hand, and sand is really important if you place the shuttle.
Yes.
So
yeah,
probably could have even spread a little bit earlier, but then he still has the mall ship. He didn't lose both, and then I have to block my sand right away on both sides, and maybe so. Yeah, still.
No, I thought you played
win.
that light side game amazingly.
Yeah.
Like I thought you did. I thought you spread at the right time. I thought you played that very well. And here's Justin to tell us why we're all wrong.
Good game, Dylan.
So we were just talking
work.
about like why Timo went with the Bat 40 deck, but let's start off by again, congratulations, Justin. That was a heck of a game too.
That was fun. That probably was probably fun to watch. The second one, especially, kind of like the diff and it had a lot of the things that you want.
It's the least fun for me.
Let me turn off my Taylor Swift hype music. Hold on.
Taylor Swift.
All right, there we go. No, it was a really good game. I think probably both of us have a few moments that we had a few critical mistakes, both of us. In the first game, I was kicking myself when I had satisfied. Don't do that again. I didn't pull Endor Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And like I never had like volume of guys. Like it would have been great to have Ozil and Thrawn in my hand. And then when I actually realized it was the next turn, and when I Tarkin's bountied, and it was Endor Shield was there and Thrawn. So that was like pretty crucial. But then I knew I was going to lose that game pretty early on, and just was trying to grind diff. I played it a few times with Tom. It's something that I somewhat expected, especially Timo having played it the previous match. It's like, why not play against what he just registered?
Mm-hmm.
So I played it, and I think I won maybe 1 out of 3 times. And the only time we ever won was when you were able to like basically take the 2-1 site. You just put like all your guys at the 2-1 site, the 2-1 Camino site, and basically kill their Jedi, while Veers is sort of maintaining damage on Hoth and almost ignoring space. But my hand was just nothing that could do that at all. And then he had sand, and not only sand, but Hujix on sand. So it sort of took that out of the equation. I just never could find a command early on either. So Veers was funny. Veers, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys mentioned that. Veers in Blizzard 1 like never actually got played, which I don't think that's ever happened. But the end was good. Like being able to get a little more damage. I was kicking myself for not playing Ozil with Erica. I like thought about it, and then I thought about EPP Ray being like an extra damage, extra retrieval. But I didn't think about Yoda. And I know he lost the early Qui-Gon, but it was a really good game. I'm jumping right into the details, but it was good. It's a good match.
So, and then in the second game, again, the big play came down to you playing the barrier on the Governor Price, making it so that she couldn't be able to shuttle. She couldn't even be able to move to the 0-2. What was going through, like, what was your...
So that was by design. So I didn't have barriers in the semifinals against Drew. I didn't have Skywalkers. I had Bith Shuffles and no barriers. Okay. So that was by design, 100% for Thrawn. Because I sort of did a little psychological anticipation this tournament where I was like, I tried to get into people's shoes. And I thought, like, Timo would probably, for semifinals, maybe that's where he would sort of do his more unexpected things. But then I thought if he went to the finals, I was expecting Thrawn. Like, he got him there. I expected he'd want to go down with his best thing, which is certainly Thrawn. And then I thought, TTL for a little bit, but I was like, I bet Thrawn is what he plays. And I actually even thought more so when I saw Agents in the semifinals. I was like, I'm certain that Thrawn will be, the choice that he makes. And I was expecting Timo. I thought, I just thought it's kind of hard because Yoshi sort of plays a lot of different stuff too. It's a similar range. Neither of them really play Obi. And neither of them really play SSA. So there was a few decks that I'd sort of thought about, but Thrawn was the one that sort of stuck out to me. And then it just made a lot of sense to do that play and actually set it up. So we went and with the force pile pulls, and our Obi has 3 rays. So you can actually it probably looked relatively lucky to have like Luke, Rifle, Leia, Skywalkers, but with the barrier, but with the force pile pulls, like if you activate or draw a barrier, you can almost certainly do it on turn 2, because if like I activated it and just wanted to throw a Ray out, I could do that. My hand was good. It had Luke, Ray, Leia, but then I activated Han Chewie Falcon barrier, and I wanted both of those cards. So I would have normally went turn 1 Ray, and just found the card I wanted, like the barrier, and set it up. But because I had both Hanchu Falcon and the barrier, that was great. And Timo not having Kessel was very helpful in that match too, because he wasn't able to get the ship out turn 1. But that was sort of the setup. Like it wasn't so much like it's sort
funny
of
that you pretended this, because I wanted to play it really safe and just with forfeit fodder to Kashyyyk. But then as I saw the Pride there and I had so much force, and I thought, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, you know what's funny? I thought you might play, because I thought maybe you didn't have like you were having a sort of frustrating game where like you couldn't get it early and then you activated Chimera. I thought that maybe Chimera was in your force pile, Thrawn was in your deck. So I was hoping you were good. That site also pulls Thrawn. I was hoping you were gonna go like Thunder Flare or something to the system and then Thrawn and shuttle up. And if I was able to bury your Thrawn, I was like, oh my god, I could like bury. There's no way to get him back. I mean, you could no escape him, I guess.
Yeah.
Or imbalance, but it worked out well. And then if you'd shuttled Mahdi down, I did have R2 and Red 5, which I'm sure you saw because I lost one. And I could have done a pretty similar thing in space with Hanchu Falcon, R2 Red 5, Luke. I don't know if I would have done Skywalkers because command, but I would have been able to. You would have been able to, do the Lost in Space on Thrawn, but that could have been a similar type of blowout. So I was happy. Like, I thought you were going to shuttle Mahdi down, and I was ready to do some math on like which one was better to attack. But I think I would have went to space in that case.
Mm-hmm. So
in space, there's always the threat of command though. So
yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't have done Skywalkers, but I would have had the Attrition Destiny, and I probably could have. I did have Dark Letter Spin in my deck, so if I'd activated it, maybe I would have Rayed Hanchu Falcon Ray Luke is probably what I would have done.
And that's the thing. You thought about what I'm going to play in the finals, and I didn't think about the finals at all.
Yeah.
I only thought about the semifinals, and then when I reached out to Hayes to talk decks, he thought, why didn't I to talk strategy? Then he said, why didn't I reach out before to send him the list?
I mean,
because
but I will tell you though,
Thrawn is really dumb against OP.
But you forgot we had new allies in the semifinals.
Yeah.
So they don't make finals.
I'm good friends with a lot of.
No, me too. I hope that no one's taking offense. The banter is always what I think is funny.
Yeah.
I hope no one finds offense to that. I think it's funny that we have.
We've already had in the chat just say shots fired.
Rivalry is fun. Yeah.
What was going through your mind when you see Timo peel in that first?
I thought I won, but then his next turn was really good. Like his next turn was spectacular. So in my mind, I'm thinking I probably have got this wrapped up because I've got Hanchu Falcon, I've got Sand, I had Lando in hand, I had Blue 11, so I had like a lot of cards that do things. It wasn't like I had no hand, and I had a second Ray, and I lost the Ray on purpose for that reason. I thought about maybe losing the Luke there. That was a tricky call. Leave Leia. I don't know. That was a tricky one, but in retrospect, I think I probably should have taken the Luke and lost the rifle. But
I mean, that's if you lose 15 or 16 by peeling, that's the one you say, now I have to go wild.
Exactly. So like, I knew that you were going to have something to the ground.
Your Ray, you didn't forfeit the Leia. If you forfeit the Leia, I probably don't go to Tatooine. But after you forfeit the Leia, I thought going to the drain of two side with my Vader.
Yeah, that was great, and like I fortunately just had the course log
and just threatening some damage, and I had a ship in hand to go if you go to space, but you made the right play, just getting another beat.
Yeah, I wanted to just press it. I figured if the game goes like longer, and like even though the beatdown was great for me, I figured if you're able to just do 3 damage, I was still going to lose. So I was trying to press the damage and trying to take Battle Plan off the table. It got hairy. I thought maybe you could have pulled it off if you'd stayed at Kashyyyk, or even if you just left Thrawn, even though you had the Tarkin's
I thought about that, but then I eat another drain of 2 at Lothal, and then you just move over with the Falcon and block, and you have so much force that you can just pay to drain. and I have to attack and have to.
The
put
block
a random
was
guy on
the block was tricky. It would have been hard to block though, because then it's like I didn't have Hujix, and lateral damage just wins the game on the spot, and I didn't have another pilot, so my hand was like Yoda and 3PO. The shuttling down of Thrawn, I don't understand that one. Were you leaning on me not having a guy and just being able to? I just don't understand why.
I mean, I thought for so long that I thought if I don't make any play, I'm gonna have a timeout on 5 minutes thinking.
Yeah, that I think was. So, I think moving over might have been smart, just to block the drain and then set up Tarkin's orders for the next turn. The shuttling down was because you didn't have Gig.
I was so low on force that I couldn't have even attack and draw like 2 or 3 destiny.
Right.
That was the problem.
Yeah, you were up in like your whole end of the game. I mean, if you don't draw the Mournful Robe is just random, right?
The first one was random.
Yeah, obviously.
I said it before. I wouldn't have canceled.
I wasn't sure if I missed like a sneak attack, but yeah, I messed up. I think of that turn if I go Ray, because I had Ray there.
But I knew that pretty good destiny in there.
Say it again.
So left. So
but if I the turn I went Cassian, Hunchui, Falcon to Vengeance and Kurgi, or not, Vengeance and Kurgi. That was foolish that I didn't play Ray, because I didn't play her on Dark Time. I was thinking, Cassian cancel, and I was actually doing math on like, okay, I'm gonna draw a 5, and a power destiny of a 5, so that's 18. I'll add 3, I'll be 21. That'll be an additional 3 or 4. That maybe you'll peel, you'll have to lose the ship. So that battle was insane. And if I play Ray, I just lose Ray. You lose everything. I still have Cassian. You don't lose everything. You maybe lose the Kurgi, but then you have Cassian. I have Cassian out, Ray's in lost pile, and the game's probably not close. I mean, the game wasn't close in the terms of the game, but the diff for the match at that point probably is like totally different. It's probably like mid-20s if I play Ray there.
Yeah, if you were able to keep the Honshu the Falcon
first
alive.
Honshu Falcon. Yeah, because then I'm like there. And that turn was just like, I should have thought a little more on that turn, but
that blind 7 was nuts though. It definitely made things
and the Dark Time
a whole lot more interesting.
Them. I had the Cassian, I had like Leia was like not gonna die, and she was in the lost pile. The second copy's in the lost pile, so I had a Cassian wouldn't have like been at a cost or anything like that.
But you were able to get Chewie back. You lost the first earlier, so
and like I had to work hard at it with Unita, and then using communing and walkling to peek the 2 down and get the card on top. But you lost your Hunchui Falcon to your advantage too in that game, in our game.
I lost Hunchui Falcon
in the first.
You lost it, and then you retrieved it, and you were able to 3PO it.
Yeah.
That was like really. That was I don't know how much impact it does, but that was able to clear my space, and then once the space was clear, that was just a game of diff.
Yeah.
So now, Justin, you are in your 3rd Outrider Cup coming up. Yep. How are you feeling about that?
The thing is, like, the way I'm playing now, I'm not overthinking. I'm like, I said to Tom and Silver Glen, who I'm teamed with in this sort of new conglomeration, like I want to talk about the things as they come, but I'm not like, it's less prep. It's more just like play. I thought Obi was the best deck. I played it all 3 of the 4 matches. Even in retrospect, I would have played it in the 4th match. Outrider's nifty because you have like different people and different skill sets, and but at the end of the day, like, you have to play the game.
Yeah.
So like, that was the thing. I didn't like practice. I played 3 or 4 games with Tom for this match, and then prior to Dylan's match when I was playing Drew, I played a couple games, but like, there's a certain point where you can't actually, like, the prep almost is like too much. Like, you don't want to like swerve off course. You just want to get a feel of things, sort of understand what matters, and then play the actual game that you're doing.
I saw you only testing against light side, so I thought his dark side might be struggling against light. It might.
Yeah, I mean, dark's not very good. It was also like, I wanted to sort of see this, like, the dark deck can do different things, but it has to decide. The OB can just decide whenever it wants. Like it just decides in the course of the game. The dark side, you have to like plan out what you're going to do way ahead of time, like what your actual line is. Like if I want to attack Maul, I can't just, I'm not just going to all of a sudden have all these cards to it, or not Maul, Mace. I'm not going to have all these cards in my opening hand to do that. Versus like going to space would be one plan, going to the ground would be another. It was a little disappointing because I figured like you were probably going to play Yoda or Y40 were the two decks I sort of expected the most. And I had like Ceasefire and I had like Double Comm Scan and I had Erica Virtual. And I was like, after I played 1 or 2 games against Tom, I was like, yeah, these cards suck.
You take so hard against me, you should have
won. Well, no, it was more
won
for
by
actually,
13, man.
It was actually for, like, I thought Clones might be something that if Yoshi made it, Clones was something.
You're going to play
for Sam.
For Sam, yeah, because and Ceasefire is good there.
Ah, yeah.
And I figured like Ceasefire, like Qui-Gon. The thing is, like, no one on your side played Obi.
Yeah.
So like without having to tech for Obi, you actually gain like some slots in your dark deck because you don't have to tech for like, you know, the sort of communing stuff that happens. So that was nice that I didn't have to play like I Have You Now or, you know, different things like that. And
you might have expected if Yoshi is going to the finals QMC because I saw 2 massive move combos. Yeah,
I had that for pretty much the whole tournament because I figured everyone was just playing QMC. Like people kept playing with it, and I think I don't know. Actually,
I didn't have one in my Thrawn. I thought when he plays Celebration and setting up the Hand-Tuned Falcon there, it's hard to beat with the adding to power and only drawing one.
Right.
I might be screwed, but yeah.
I probably should have. In retrospect, I probably should have had a Celebration in the deck. Just floating, but it took flexibility away from like what you could do. So sometimes you'd be drawn to like going to Tatooine when you didn't really want to. It was a really good match. I hope people enjoyed it. Garrett and Dan, what was were there people watching? Was the chat engaged?
There was a few people watching, and
nice.
The chat was very engaged. We had the big ones were, of course, like Joker King was here, Carl, Tom, obviously, rooting you on. Nice. Batmouse was here. Yeah, there was a lot of people in the chat, so definitely a very anticipated finals. Like so, and from my standpoint, like it was a very exciting finals. Like I don't remember like the last time.
Not the best time probably for.
Well, it's a holiday for a lot of Americans this day. So, well, not everyone, but
I'm working right now.
But I think a lot of people do have it on.
I work for the government. I wasn't working. This was a great morning, and I think I think there's a decent number of Americans who were able to just watch it. You know.
Were there any questions that came up? I know, like sometimes I'll rewatch and I'll like post on Slack and be like, "Oh, I saw this. This is why." Or not so much, I guess. Like,
I don't think there was a ton. There was a lot of discussion of the like what the play line was, but I think everyone kind of, you know, I don't think there was any crazy plays that folks were like, well, why would you have done this?
Yeah.
That I remember. I mean, there's a little bit of talk like with the, you know, Teemo late moving away from Kashyyyk during that last game and kind of how could he have stalled it basically into a lost piles count.
Yeah,
he would have won.
Did you know that you were up on lost piles? Were you?
I know I was up on Lost Pile, because
so I had one by 17.
My half of deck out of play.
Yeah, half your deck's out of play. And
I didn't have the math, so I didn't know the exact number, but I just thought
you were way up.
14 to like 36. So
yeah, you were up by 22, and then the next game it was not. That gap was not 22.
So if it would have went to Lost Piles, you would have won, Teemo.
Yeah, it didn't. So.
Gemp Tom wants to know, why do you hate Saitor?
Me? I've been trying to tell Tom forever. Like, he keeps pressing to put Saitor in the deck. No, it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. I was basically the opposite. I was saying, why don't we put Saitor? Why don't we put Saitor? Why don't we just play 3 of the effect? And he's like, no, you gain all these slots. You gain about 6 slots. It's just better. And he's probably right. The rifle's
a 5, so I mean, yeah,
we had one list for a while that once I added core slug, we had like 5 or 6 rifles, and the reason being is like basically if you're able to satisfy battle plan, you have core slug, it just always pays for itself because you'll always retrieve. So you just lose it, but then it retrieves a force. So it's basically just a use interrupt. It's just a use interrupt that retrieves. And when commuting, if you play it, we had like 2 blue 11s because it works if Luke's in blue 11 or whatever, blue 12, whatever. And then it's just a used destiny adder with Luke essentially that does damage, kills undercover spies. So like we took out like quite a mercenary. We took out like Endor Celebration. We took out all like the red utility cards and just had like 2 blue 11s.
Jeez.
Cole's Baru for free. And then like, you know, a whole bunch of rifles and artilleries. And that was like a funky version that never made it to mainstream. Maybe you'll see it in the Outrider Cup.
That one sounds kind of fun, I'll be honest. Like I love artilleries. Anything I can put an artillery in, it makes me happy.
Yeah, you just had like enough 7s so you were losing them, and then like you'd use commuting so that the top of your lost pile was a 7. And then you'd play Luke, you'd retrieve a force, you'd added power destiny, you'd probably draw a 7, you'd add 5 to your power, and that Luke's just wild. Can't wait for Chris Kelly to rat at it.
Yeah. Like,
be right back. I'm gonna go build that deck. That sounds like an absolute blast to play.
Carl wants to know, did you have Harvest in the deck?
No, it was in and out, but it's not great with a rifle.
Yeah.
So I had early on, prior to OCS, I had 2 Baru, 1 Harvest. It was really great. But then as we sort of continued to really enjoy the rifle and then Core Slug went in, it just ended up being like not great, but it's amazing versus Thrawn. It would have been fantastic just in like a match like this, so probably should have had it, but I ended up, I don't know, he's like, you couldn't have it with barriers and stuff too, like there's that flex. I really liked that plan of barriering. It was actually funny, so like at 9:55 a.m. I messaged Tom and Silverglen and said, Timo's starting with light side, so probably not Y40 was the message I said. And then my second message was, and then I went radio silent, but my second message, my last message was, if going second with light side means maybe if I lose game 1, I can get a barrier beat down. with Skywalker.
I realized that
Calling
you're so calculated. You always try to get information like that. In the semifinals, he asked me what I'm gonna play.
But I told you what I was playing. I didn't.
And he thought we might be able to talk lines. And then he asked a bunch of questions. Are you running Kippex? Are you running? And then I thought he probably is going to play Walker if he's worried about Kippex, if he's worried about spreading systems. And I learned my lesson. I'm just going to stay quiet next time.
Just stay quiet. No, I just like chatting. I told Drew the same thing.
And I knew.
Chatting
yeah, you're right.
I told Drew what I was playing. I said I was playing Obi
But I knew
Walkers.
when you asked which side you're going to play.
I did say if I had to bet what you were playing, it was the 2 decks you played.
My instant reaction was, he's instantly messaging Tom or Silverglen about strategies, what I might play. And then I thought, man, come on, fuck it. I tell it to him early.
But I could have, I mean, you have that gap, right? You have to post the game. So theoretically, I could have said, hey, I'm light first. Or dark first.
Do you anything without calculation to get an advantage?
This year's World, I didn't calculate very much.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, but I can learn from the best. Like that's the
honestly, Dylan, it's a nice run. Like one of the things is if you look at Worlds and then the OCS, it's 2 events that haven't been won by the sort of next tier player. It's generally won by the very, very top, like the last stretch of years. So, for instance, Joe won twice, Bastion won twice, I won, and then Hayes won for that's the last 6 years of Worlds. And then the 6 OCS is Bastion, MHT, and me now 4 times, which is kind of wild. But like you're a great player, but there hasn't been that breakthrough. You know what I mean? Of sort of that like Silverglen or Dylan or maybe Drew or something, like someone who's sort of really, really good and but just not sort of in that like sort of established, has multiple championships type thing. So like you were very close to breaking through, which would have been really impressive in the OCS. And you played well.
Yeah.
You did beat Joe in the first round, was impressive. And then who was your second round?
Gavin.
Yeah, so
Gavin.
Joe and then Gavin. I mean, that's two really, really good players. Joe and like a, former player of the year, world champion, then Gavin like on Jump. I think he had the best record.
Yeah,
he had 9-1 against.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I mean, if you play a lot on Gavin, like you somehow lose the fear to play that type of guys because you played everybody like 20 times and you won one, you lost one. So.
And I play a lot and I don't pay attention. Like, I'll just be bored and I'll play. Like, you know what I mean? I'll lose to someone. Be like, okay, cool. Like, lose on turn 3. They play them all, play Ray and fight.
You like to concede pretty early.
Yeah, but like real games, obviously, it's, games that matter, it's different.
Yeah.
Dan and Garrett, nice job on the coverage. That's great. You guys should get a pat on the back for, that's a lot of hours both of you guys put in. And Bill too, I think. And Carl, maybe? It's Carl.
Carl definitely put a lot in.
Charlie streamed at least one. Like, yeah, we've had the stream is, there's a lot of folks involved in it, especially for like the OCS where there's a lot of games going on. And
yeah, I enjoyed it. I always watch it after.
Oakland too.
All of us have a certain amount of time that sometimes you just can't make them work.
Yeah.
Dylan was saying too that he watches afterwards. We both watch the matches after they take place.
Yeah, I hear it's
like
good
our
to
own
go.
Matches.
I hear it's good to go back and review your games, look at them and everything.
Cheap pop for the YouTube, the PC's YouTube channel. That
yeah.
Hey, Dylan, did you had blaster deflection in the first game in your hand? Most of the game or no?
I had it in the deck, but not in hand.
Not in hand. Okay.
But it didn't matter because I had the hood chicks on my set.
No, but just like getting rid of the mace, like it just.
And I had a second mace, which I lost later when I thought.
It's like taking you off battle plan for a turn would have been nice. That was. Yeah. There were so many turns where I was like, if.
But then I would have had the force to spread on space earlier with sand. It's pretty safe too, and the organized attack.
No, not so much for like the beatdown or like a winning play. I was just curious because there were so many. I had them all in my opening hand, but there were so many times where I was like.
But if you don't hit, it's a lost round.
Yeah, but just like, and that's the thing exactly. And like with deflection, I definitely don't hit because I didn't have any senses or anything. And then you were defensive value -1, but it's just like it was just so bad if you had a deflection. Deflection's obviously a card that's in the deck, so I was just curious if you had it. And then I force piled for like Kylo. But then I used him later to ping for 1 on Leia. But I was just curious because that was like at one point I was like, do I go Maul, just see what happens, and kind of go from there, but wasn't to be.
Yeah.
So I think we already talked for very long.
Yeah,
you can continue with Justin, but
I think we're gonna wrap it up,
my
guys.
girls are waiting.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Congrats, Timo. Nice work. Nice job.
Congrats to both you guys.
Yeah, you both played amazing all OCS. It was a blast to be a part of, streaming it, watching the games.
Yep.
The legacy of Joker King reigns on. It's my one loss in the OCS playoffs. He can have that feather in his cap.
And he will. Joker King likes
he'll let everybody know.
He will remember you. You won't forget it.
Yeah, he'll let everybody know, just like he lets everybody know about other stuff.
And never playing OCS again, he says.
No, he's never playing it. I don't know if I am. I only played 1 month. I wasn't planning on it, and then
we both qualified the last month.
Are you qualified that month too? Oh wow.
Yeah, and we could have played the first round if I would have picked you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of that me, Joe, or MHT was sort of like the pick, and I wasn't sure who was going to get picked.
Yeah, you don't want any of those three.
Right.
Like that was like the pick
I thought MHT. I thought he's still in the team with you, and I knew that you're in the team with Tom, and I knew that Tom knows me probably best from all of them, so that's why I picked you. I was feared of Tom, of the inside knowledge of Tom.
Well, I guess it worked out.
It's all Tom's fault.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
Take care, everybody. Again, thanks to both you guys for coming on, doing this.
Yeah. Thank you both for being here.
Bye.
All right. Take care.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you guys in the next stream.